books that's like dealing with dragons or something, you know?
I'm glad we don't need Roll20 because it's just not loading for me.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, so.
I need to remember what that book series is called.
But
I
you're
need to
up,
get my
Bella.
dice ready. Hold on.
Hooray, I'm here! I'm kind of in the sky above you guys, which is kind of funny. I'm living my best life up here.
You are God or something.
Something like that in this,
Sort
in this
of.
round.
I am the narrator. Woo!
Spooky.
I found it. Sorry. I'm sidetracking. I'm sending Ella a book series.
Amazing. Is it dealing with dragons?
It's about clay dragons.
Clay.
Okay.
It's in general in here. It's the only book series I've read in completion, and I love it so much.
Interesting. I will look into it.
Don't know this one, maybe, which is shocking because I've read a lot of dragon books. I will investigate.
Anyway.
Dragon tales, dragon tales. Oh,
So
how
much
nice.
Anyway,
fun in
speaking of
Dragonland.
dragons,
Oh my God, segue!
Woo!
segue.
I love dragons.
You guys just stepped through a portal. You find yourselves in a clearing, which you recognize to be Noin. Everyone make me a perception check.
Oh my God, perception. Fuck, what's my
I thought I was
perception?
prepared and I was not ready. I did not.
Yeah, right.
I
didn't
grabbed
have
the
my
dice
open.
bag. I didn't take the dice
Dirty
out.
20?
A natural 20.
I get a
Okay,
nat
hold,
20
hold,
as
hold,
well.
hold.
What the
I got a dirty
21.
20.
Hold on.
So a 21 total.
Yeah, hey, same
We're from Noin. This makes
You
sense.
guys are making me feel bad about my 16. Like, damn.
That's still high
Hey,
though.
we all rolled above
Y'all are
15.
crazy.
No, I rolled a 10 and I have a +6.
Oh my
right.
gosh.
Still above average.
That's a
It's still above
crazy
average.
plus.
Yeah.
It is,
Well, everyone and their mother can look up in a tree across the clearing and see Varus's cloak hanging about 3 branches up the tree.
Oh hey,
those
there's
of
the
you-
cloak.
Yeah, those of you with your crazy 20s see it's slightly moving.
I already rolled a 14 for acrobatics to climb the tree, if that's allowed, please and thank you.
Or could I misty step
You're
to
not
it?
supposed to roll until after you ask.
Wait, could I misty step
Well,
to
No,
it?
that's just how enthusiastic.
Yes,
that's
you
just how
can
enthusiastic
misty
Varus
step
is.
to it as Varus is like sprint climbing up this tree at top speed.
Okay, so I misty step up to help get the
So-
cloak down.
Yeah, you're misty stepping into like a tree branch, so make me like just a simple acrobatics check to make sure you just don't fall off.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
14.
14 years.
Hey, 14! Stop rolling the same as me!
We're connected to the session.
What the fuck?
It's because we were so determined to get the cloak back last session.
It's true.
We did
Okay.
try to go to the portal already together.
Yeah, so Vanya, you can misty step up onto that branch as Varus is also reaching about the same branch that you're sitting on. Yeah, you guys can try to lift up this cloak.
Okay. I lift up the
Try.
I attempt to lift up the cloak as Varus is coming up then.
Yeah.
Make me
We're about to die.
just a straight dexterity check as the cloak tries to fly away from you.
Of course it does.
Never done that before.
Um
I didn't realize I was done
and
with strength
18.
anyway.
18. Vanya nabs this cloak out of thin air. You just like do the fastest like snatch you could have. Out from underneath it come 3 brightly colored pixies who start like chittering at you. Like you don't understand what they're saying. But
Wait,
the
what's
noise
their-
is they're chittering.
Okay. Do they speak a language though?
Make me an insight check.
Okay, now we're going downhill, guys. A 6.
I don't have my languages noted, so
I have
I
have
only
Draconic,
speak
Common,
apparently.
Sylvan, and Primordial.
You get the sense that they're laughing at you.
Nice.
Okay, so since I don't know if they could actually speak to me, I just go, I'll be taking this. Thank you very much.
The 3 of them are gonna just zoom away.
Okay. And I turn to hand it to Varus.
As I'm approaching the same branch that Vanya's on, I grab the cloak from her and just nod solemnly as I change out of the spare cloak that Alwyn had loaned me into my comfy cloak.
And I'll take the other cloak to help like a skip back down, you know, hands
Yeah,
not
that
full.
works.
Because I'll just use it. I'll Misty step back down.
Yeah. You can Misty step back down to the ground. No check needed for that. Poof, you're on the ground.
Hooray, mission complete. I'm going to dramatically turn around. And, you know,
And I hold out the cloak.
as if I were going to leave. Except,
Except
There's
there might be a
no
slight
portal
problem with
there.
that.
Yep.
I'm holding out the cloak
Yes.
towards, like, the group.
huh.
And I'm yelling up to Varas, don't worry, I can gust you if you start to fall.
This you're probably not going to tell me. What's the like? What would I need to roll to just jump down safely?
There's no jumping down safely. Like, you're high enough, you gotta climb down or you're gonna take damage.
Fine. I'll climb down. Do you want me to roll for that?
No, you're fine. If you got up there, I trust you to get down in this case.
Okay. Sick. And then I'm going to just walk back towards the group. And be like, well, now what? There seems to not be a portal here anymore.
Well, is this a shortcut in any way? Perhaps we could take a ship the rest of the way.
I mean, maybe.
To clarify, did
There
we
is
all
a-
register
there is a
no one?
port
Oh,
in
did
the-
they all
Just
register?
No.
we live here.
Nope.
I thought we said it out loud last session.
Oh, we did. No,
Uh,
Aiden and I did at the
actually,
end. We did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did right.
We
Yeah, you
said,
I was
because
pretty
I
sure you
said,
it out loud.
I remember I asked Aiden, I said, Aiden, and he goes, yeah. And then we both were like,
Yeah.
welcome to Noin.
Yeah. You all know you're no-win. No one has actually... No-win. No-win has rolls to see where you are in no-win.
I was just about to ask. Yes, can I some kind of check?
Sure.
I don't know what this falls under.
I'm gonna let both you and Vanya probably make me a history check or a survival check. I'll accept either.
History or survival?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna go for survival because it's a 1 while history is a 0. I rolled a 2, so it's a 3.
I rolled
You're
a
in
4.
the woods somewhere.
We're in the woods somewhere.
You know,
You know?
Aiden and I know where we're at. Mostly.
Kind of.
You do know the pixies flew off kind of south of you, but you don't know what that means. Pixies kind of do their own thing.
Wait, how do we know which way is south?
The sun.
The sun.
Can we see it? Okay, I thought it
Yes,
was
there is a sun.
Here
Had,
comes
like,
very heavily
the
wooded,
denser
but there
woods
is-
than that in my head. Yeah, okay.
There is, in fact, a sun.
Okay, I had denser woods in my head. This makes more sense. Okay.
They are very dense, but, like, there is some light.
Okay.
I suppose
So-
our only choice is to venture forth until we can find a town or something and determine where exactly we are.
We could go looking for that guy who went through the portal ahead of us.
Sure.
That sounds like a definitely not bad idea. That definitely will not get us killed in any way, shape, or form.
Can I examine the ground for any kind of footprints that might have been left behind?
Sure. Make me either survival or perception.
Ooh, that is a. Hang on. Where's my perception? A dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Ooh,
Okay.
okay.
You don't explicitly see footprints, but you do kind of, like, you could tell that the plants have at least been, like, traversed a little bit. Like, they're a little bit crushed, headed south, sort of in the same direction the pixies went. It seems like there has been foot traffic here.
I say this would be our best lead.
Okay. Let's follow
Well, we
that.
are
Yeah,
Noin.
unless
It would
anyone
make
else-
sense. South is the closest way to our destination anyway.
True.
Okay.
Sure.
Onward.
Yeah, you guys can start headed south. It takes you, like, maybe 20 minutes of walking or so, until you start hearing music.
Music.
Yeah, it's in the direction you're headed. It seems to be
Kind of music.
It seems upbeat, pretty happy. More than one instrument, probably like 3 or 4 you'd hazard.
Hmm.
Oh no, it's the Bard's College.
I don't know if we have one of those up here.
It's not out of the realm of possibility for there to be at least some kind.
Yeah. I haven't heard of it, though. At least, so... I'm
Could
unaware.
just be a group of travelers.
That as well.
As you guys continue walking, I'm assuming,
Mm-hmm.
you guys can see a little ways off in the distance a small town. Aiden and Vanya, you guys can make me a history check to see if you recognize it.
12.
13.
13 is enough. This is the town of Solaria. You know that this is just north of Sealand. It's about a day's walk or so to get there.
We are in Solaria. Well, we'll have to take a full day to get to the capital. It's a little further south.
I will also tell you, you remember this town being noted as weird, but you don't remember why.
And I can't place my finger on it, but there's something about this town. There's a reason why I don't come here. I wish I could remember why.
No, I've got nothing either. But it's our best shot.
That's not very specific.
I'll if I remember it, I'll bring it up again. We're fine, I think.
Okie dokie. Hey, by the way, didn't you guys mention at one point that no one is not super charitable to people?
Yeah, let's not
outside
worry
of
about
the
that right now.
continent, outside of merchants?
Let's not worry about that right now.
I just ask. 'Cause, you
Yeah,
know.
I'm trying to figure that part out, what we're going to say.
I'm gonna take a good, look at Vanya. And would I be able to transform myself into something similar?
Yeah, you can sort of change yourself to look slightly like a genasi. What sort of vibe of genasi you're going for?
Close enough, because Varas doesn't really, know genasis at all. They're not really common where they're from. So, not wanting to really stand out, they're gonna just try and, seem like Vanya's sister kind of closeness, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. All of you see Varas just sort of shift before your eyes to look something
Whoa.
akin to Vanya.
That's freaky.
Whoa, cool.
Too
I'll
far?
clap.
Surely my appearance will suffice.
I can do disguise too, and I will pull the hood of my cloak up, and that's it. Maybe
I
hunch
say
over
we're
a little
fine.
bit.
That you look great. This is freaky though. I'll get used to it. I just need a couple minutes, Varas. This is just.
Yeah, might be.
No,
I
it's
just
okay.
want to
I
blend
just-
in more with the
Yeah,
locals,
I have to just process for a second. That was.
No, you got it. That's the usual reaction.
I know you said you do this. I've just
volleyball.
never watched it, so I just.
Varas
Yeah.
now thinks back to the entire time they spent with the party, and recalling the one time they shifted being away from the group. And be
Yep.
like, oh yeah.
Aiden?
I say
What
we
were you saying?
approach the town.
Yeah. Let's do
Yeah.
that.
As you guys step foot into the town, and this town it's decently large. You could probably see to the other side of it, but it would take you a good amount of time to get there. All of the buildings are actually within the trees themselves for the most part. This is very standard for those of you who are from Nowin. Most of these trees seem to be hollowed out with front doors and sort of windows built into the sides of them. There are lots of fae folk that are sort of flying overhead and through the streets. Some strange creatures that you haven't seen before. think bioluminescent mushroom street lights. There are sort of these crystals that are also hanging in the air, giving off like a weird sort of glow. This town is bustling. You start to like enter it, and you see that people seem to be celebrating. There's like a lot of vendors in the streets. Yeah, they seem to be having some sort of street fair or like a carnival, maybe.
Okay, so like, what's the deal? Is there like a holiday going on or something?
Surely this is a good omen. It appears every town we visit has a holiday happening.
I was going to say, maybe it's belated Connections Day.
When Kruu says that, I'll let Vanya re-roll that history check.
An 18?
An 18. You suddenly recall the weird thing that you remembered about this town. They celebrate a festival or a holiday every day.
Oh my gosh! Guys!
Wait,
This is
so
normal
fucking
here. This is normal. I don't know how to
Every
explain
day
it,
is a
but
celebration in Solaria.
every day is a party.
You say that like it's a bad thing. This is great.
But not every
Perhaps we ought to
day.
get some drinks.
Why not?
Today, sure, because we're just passing by. But that's why I don't come here, because every day's a little too much.
At the very least, it might provide good cover for us to be travelers.
True.
I
Perhaps this is a
think it'll be
blessing in
good.
disguise.
Let's go join the party.
Okay, yeah. Are you guys looking for anything in particular? You see a lot of street vendors, some performers and stuff. All the different shops seem to be open along the way.
Varus
I
mentioned
wish to require
drinks.
some alcohol.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah. You could find a local, like, tavern.
And what were you saying, Alwyn?
I was gonna say, Vanya, Aiden, either of you know where we could find, like, a map, perhaps, for the area? And/or, I assume we just need to go down to, what's the town called?
Sealand.
Sealand. I assume we're, like, planning to continue down to Sealand anyway, but... Do we need anything else before we just walk there? Since you guys are from here, I figured
Well,
it makes sense.
I think it's worth at least a stop to look around.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, no. it's for
What
sure
time
to
of
stop.
day is it again?
Like, if there's anything we should be looking to do before we leave.
It's midday. The sun is fairly high. It's late enough in the day that you probably don't want to go
Yeah.
on or you're going to be camping overnight, but
I think
early enough that you have enough that you could
Yeah.
do here.
I think we could probably head to the tavern, see if they have some rooms, and then shop
Okay.
around. That way we could just stay here tonight and then do the walk tomorrow.
Getting
Sure.
to stay in the party city, I'm down.
So,
You guys can head to the tavern. It's not very hard to find. There's a big sign in front of it. It's kind of at the town center. If you guys are just wandering, you'll walk into it by accident. You see a big sign that says the Merle's Inn and Tavern.
Merles?
Merle's.
Can you spell that, please?
Is it like pearls?
Merls.
Okay, cool. Got it.
Okay.
Merle's Inn and Tavern.
This place looks good.
okay, yeah, let's head in.
Yeah, you
So
guys can
maybe-
walk inside. It's fairly busy in here. A group of like fae bards are sitting on like a little tiny stage in the back doing a small performance. There's a lot of people sort of bustling about. It seems like a lot of people had the same idea as you. They're taking Party City to its fullest. Everyone is sort of like sitting at various tables with like big goblets of drinks and things. Yeah, you can walk over to the barkeep.
Well met, barkeep. Could we perhaps get a round of ale for my group?
Sure, no problem. How many are you looking for?
Will it be 5? Is everyone drinking?
I'm in.
Hell,
I will take a
round
look.
of 5. Got you.
Okay.
That will be a memory of the smell of grass.
Alwyn?
Kruu pushes Alwyn forward.
What? Oh,
Beer.
sure.
I love the implication that
No
none of the
problem.
rest of us have touched grass.
Okay.
What is grass?
I've got plenty of those.
He's gonna reach out his hand, like sort of behind your left ear, and he's going to pull out what seems like a silver strand out of thin air, and he's going to tuck it into his pocket. Thank you very much. I'll be right back with that ale.
No
So
problem.
that's weird, right?
Yeah.
Vanya and
I'm gonna
Aiden.
turn and look at Aiden and Vanya.
Yeah.
Which
This
check?
is... No one uses common currency here. People tend to trade in things that are meaningful to others. Like memories.
It's
Alwyn, do you recall what grass smells like by any chance?
Yes, if you think about it, you do.
I do.
It appears that you're only sharing the memory and not losing it.
I don't know.
Either
I've
that
smelled grass
or-
plenty of times. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe
just
only
lost
one of
one?
those instances was taken.
I sure have a lot of those.
The barkeep will come back down and set down 5 sort of big drink. Like, these are like pretty massive glasses of ale.
Oh my.
Thank you,
Oh,
barkeep.
God.
Of course, no problem.
This place is awesome.
But yeah, no, that's pretty normal here.
Shall we find a table?
Sure.
You guys are welcome to find a table, or as long as you promise to return my glasses, you're more than welcome to wander the streets with them as well. A lot of people do here.
Oh, well, thank you.
Of course, no problem.
You said it was kind of busy. Is there an available table?
You think there is one, like, sort of on the side of the room. It's a little bit small for all of you, but, like, this place is crowded.
What do you
I
guys?
say we go for a wander. Why not?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, Kruu is hugging his glass like a child holding a large jug that's too big for them and just sipping it.
Yeah,
And,
it's
like waddling.
it's very
Right.
good ale.
Right before we leave, I turn back to the barkeep and simply say, "Actually, can I get another glass? It seems like we're gonna go for a walk, and I'm feeling in the mood, you know."
Second glass of ale, same thing.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Do you have a memory of the smell of grass?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay then. He will reach behind your left ear and he will pull out that similar silver strand and put it in his pocket. And he'll go and he'll grab you a second glass.
Excellent.
Now you have 2.
I have 2, and I'm gonna start drinking one as we
Okay.
Dual
leave.
wielding.
Yeah.
Dual
Did anyone
wielding
try and
Quite
alcohol.
immediately
literally.
figure out
Varus is
the
just a
rate of
drink girly
memories to
now.
ale?
Right?
Rates
'Cause,
seem
like,
awful.
Varus is just,
Right?
just
Same
being
for the
me.
1 to 5.
So, like, you have to have 2 to 3 drinks at all times. I say as I have 2 drinks on my desk right now.
I have 2 as well. Oh god.
Drink,
I also have 2.
drink,
Wait.
Drink, girlies!
Oh my god. Woo. Your Honor, I'm just a girl.
We are just collectively a girl.
We are
Collectively a
singular
single
girl.
being.
Hi,
A
it's
singular
me,
girl
a
with
girl.
6 drinks between us.
Collectively silver
Yes, the
scepter.
best kind.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. You guys can step back out into the street.
Okay.
It's crowded. People are flying around. You guys are kind of close to the center of town now, where there seems to be sort of a lot of happenings. Make me a perception check.
Ha.
22. that's a
Dirty
nat
20?
Your Honor.
Dirty 20?
What is our run of our rolls today? Jesus.
Dirty 7.
I got a 4.
23.
Awesome.
Damn.
I'm
Okay,
blind.
You know, we're extra perceptive. We might not know things, but we're, like, seeing things.
Aiden's
Yeah.
a lightweight. That's the excuse.
The 3 of you
His large glass.
see flying through the middle of the street in front of you is a small blue, you'd call it a pseudo dragon, holding like a little basket and a sign.
I'm gonna walk towards the dragon.
Yeah, the dragon will acknowledge you. It's a very pretty sort of like icy blue dragon that will like sort of fly up to you and make like big googly eyes at you. You see the little sign that says rocks donation please. Show this way.
Oh my god.
Kruu! Please!
Time.
We need the rocks!
What?
In the rocks, we can go watch a show if you donate rocks.
Oh, well, okay. Kruu's gonna reach into his bag and he's gonna pull out the broken piece of the roof that he got and put it in the basket.
This is
you
least
can put
valuable rock.
the broken piece of the roof in this little dragon's basket. The dragon is gonna like look down into his little basket, and then he's gonna like trill at you and do like a little spin. And then he's gonna like flap his wings and kind of like tilt his head like he's showing you somewhere.
Let's follow.
Kruu's gonna tilt his head back.
Let's follow. Come on, come on, guys.
Bird to bird communication.
I'm
The
so
dragon,
excited.
the little dragon will like chitter at you.
Do I know what this dragon's saying?
No, he's just chittering.
Okay. I'm
You
just
would put
making
this
sure.
as a pseudo dragon and not
Okay.
like a
Okay,
true
okay.
dragon. Yeah.
We should follow.
Yes, let's go. I'm excited.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
All right. You guys follow the dragon a little bit ways into like the town square, where you guys come across what looks to be like a small stage. There's like some seating, some rows of benches in front of it. There are some people who are already sitting there, both some adults and some young kids. Behind this stage is a big cart that's sort of pulled by this creature that you've never really seen before. It looks kind of like if you had a massive dodo bird, but it's not quite a dodo bird. You've not seen anything like this. And then front and center on the stage, Stell, would you like to describe your character
Oh my
for us?
god, let's
Screaming.
go!
Screaming.
Let's fucking go.
Hello.
Sorry, go ahead.
All right. Stream delay was behind. My bad.
You're good, you're good.
All right. I am about a 4 foot tall aarakocra, but not really typical. It looks very, very different. Its feathers are black, sleek, and it's got a white face and belly. I have a monocle and a very fancy cape and hat.
Yeah, so you
I'm
guys...
about to be I'm sorry, stream delay got me cut off.
You're good. Yeah.
Don't mind me,
Yeah.
I'm busy freaking out right now.
I'm about to be telling a story to the audience. If you guys are welcome to sit down and listen.
I am immediately sitting down.
Absolutely.
I am seated.
Let's
I am
cross
seated.
applesauce on
You
the floor.
have my attention.
Kruu is seated, just absolutely just staring.
I'm picturing all of us like little children waiting.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Bated breath.
It was a quiet day in Barrendale when 2 wandering friars, Obadiah and High, walk into the town. After a few days, they set up a flower shop on Main Street. They grow the best, most beautiful flowers ever seen on this side of the prime material and sell them for next to nothing. Within days, all of Barrowdale's wives are buying flowers from the friars. Pete Wilson and the local florist, Pete Wilson, realizes that he will soon go out of business. Pete goes to talk to the friars and pleads with them to leave the town. He says his children will starve, his 6th-generation flower shop will close, his wife will leave him, and his dog will run away if the friars run him out of business. The friars bless him, but say that it is their duty, and they can't leave the town. The next day, Pete timidly walks into the local alehouse to find Hugh McMillan, the meanest, rottenest, hootin'-tootin'est muscle for hire in the land. Pete talks with him for a short time and leaves 20 gold pieces poorer. The next day, the friars go to their flower shop and find everything smashed, destroyed, and utterly just ruined. McMillan is standing in the middle of the wreck, walks up and grabs each friar by their collar and lifts them into the air, saying, "If you two ain't gone by mid-afternoon, you two will be fertilizing these flowers back to health." With that, he throws them across the room and strides out of the shop. Needless to say, the 2 friars leave Barrowdale without a moment lost. The moral of the story? Only Hugh can prevent florist friars.
Fuck no!
Oh my god. That's fine.
Vanya
all of the
starts-
Fae,
Vanya starts clapping. Loud applause.
all of the Fae
Oh,
sitting
I'm
around
going
you
to,
do
yes.
similarly. Yep.
Massive
Yeah.
applause.
Massive applause.
I'm gonna look toward Aiden and point at them. Hey, you. Why do
Why,
paladins
hello
prefer chainmail?
I'm not quite the same as those.
Well, I mean, it's holy armor.
I hate everything.
Alwyn bursts into laughter.
As does Vanya. Vanya is.
I mean, do you know why a dragon wouldn't eat a paladin?
Why?
I mean, I'd assume they taste lawful.
Okay, that one's
Well,
good.
surely you know about
loving
the
this.
drunk paladin that couldn't walk straight. He was out of alignment.
Oh my gosh.
Kruu is slapping his knee.
Okay, how about you there? I'm pointing toward Varas.
Me?
Have you ever been to the mountain peak that was guarded by rogues?
I can't say I have, no.
It's called the Sneak Peek.
Oh.
This is maybe the best thing ever.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I actually went to the Sneak Peek once. All the rogues there seemed to they all wore leather armor for some reason. I guess I don't know. It was made of hide.
Fuck.
Oh my gosh.
Virus, you gotta get some of that.
Oof. Wow, this is a great show, guys.
I'm going to physically hop off of the stage, and mind you, this creature is 4 feet tall. It is very short, so I'm about as tall as like you guys are sitting in like the chairs and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to walk up to Vanya. I'm going to reach behind their ear.
Oh.
I'm going to pull out a small flask.
Oh my.
I'm gonna begin to drink the flask.
How did that get there?
It's spicy. You must be a sorcerer.
Oh my god.
Something like that.
To the stage and do a little bow.
Yay! The Fae crowd erupts into
Massive
applause.
applause.
Vanya
You're
is
li-
standing and cheering.
Your little pseudo dragon starts flying around again with a basket, asking people for rocks. The crowd will comply.
I only have
Kruu,
one
you gotta
rock.
give me a rock. To
I
give
know.
him.
I only have the rock you gave me
True, we need
before.
rocks.
We need lots of rocks in that basket right now.
Yeah. The little dragon will fly back in front of you guys.
I am handing over the chunk of alabaster that I was given by Kruu.
Yeah, you
Oh,
could put it in the
shit.
basket.
Thank you. These rocks make me and my chatter very, very happy.
I will.
They're called chatter?
Yeah, Chatter's gonna do a little dance.
I will also hand over
Oh, baby.
the rock that I have been keeping. As much as I hate to part with it, I feel that I have to do anything I can to compensate for that stunning performance.
Yeah, the coal's getting handed over.
And I will hand over my small, smooth pebble.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so nice.
And you're amazing.
Yeah, the crowd starts sort of quietly clearing out, seeing that the show is over for now.
May I ask, wondrous teller of tales,
Yes.
what kind of creature are you? I've never seen one before.
I am a penku.
Oh.
Mysterious.
Do you have a name?
Yes, my name is Nelav.
How do you spell that?
Nelav is spelled Nellav.
Sorry, I need a minute to catch my breath. This has been
I'm
amazing.
lost. This is amazing.
I need Varus to roll a perception check.
Oh, fuck. Roll. What's a 17 do for me?
That would be up to our DM.
Yeah. So, Varus, are you still sitting, or have you stood up at this point?
I'm still sitting, I would say.
You're still sitting? Okay. I'm gonna say nothing. You don't notice anything.
Okay.
Okay. Do I get to roll another one whenever I naturally would stand up?
No.
Oh,
Got him.
okay.
Should have stood up for the standing ovation. I can't believe you didn't.
Disrespectful.
That was
I
the
did,
best
then
thing
I
ever.
sat back down.
Listen, it was a. Oh, okay. I was gonna say it's a. Just a little show, you know.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
The creature behind you attached to your cart also will sort of like make a like sort of like a rumbling noise that you guys haven't heard before, and it's gonna kind of like sit down and start going to sleep.
I'm going to walk over and just like pet it a couple times and then go back to them.
Yeah.
He's a sleepy lad.
Mhm.
That's my axe beak, Kiki.
Yeah, you guys have no idea what an axe beak is.
Awesome.
Why do I have the sudden compulsion to say, "Do you love me"? Anyway, sorry.
What?
Oh, that one song. I forgot which one.
Let's think about a different
Anyway.
song, so it's in my head instead of that one.
Varas, Jay, who's been like kind of hanging out with you guys but quietly, is going to like fly over one of your shoulders and be like, "He's so cute. I love him."
Hello, nice hat.
Oh, thank you. It's very official.
You
Wait
look
a
very
second.
official.
Varus's
Thank you,
mood has
it's my new
plummeted.
job.
You can see Jay.
Ah,
Yeah, you can't.
I can. That's for reasons that I don't disclose.
I cannot.
Tell me to love. Are you from Noin?
No, I'm not.
Where are you from?
I'm from very far away. You wouldn't know.
Surprised. I'm from pretty far away myself.
I'm from very far away.
I'm not.
Yeah, me either.
I like people who like my hat. You seem cool.
Well, thank you.
Of course. Varas never compliments my hat, but someday.
Someday, maybe.
It's okay. You know I'm messing with you. He's gonna fly over to the axe beak.
I wish I could see the hat.
Yeah, you and me
I
both.
have an idea. I have something. Hold on. I'm going to pull out a bag. I'm going to offer Varas. Do you consider yourself brave, Varas?
I mean, I almost died fighting a bone naga a week ago. Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty brave.
You like to play a game of chance.
Ooh. What are your terms?
You just simply reach into this bag and pick an item out of it.
Okay.
I'll let you
Sure.
keep the item even.
And I have nothing to lose?
Nothing to lose. Well,
You sure?
I mean, not everything is super ideal to grab, but it's fine.
You're an odd one. I'd love to.
I need you to roll me a d20.
20, alright.
A bag of specifically 20
Just
things.
flat D20?
A flat d20.
7.
Okay. You pull out what appears to be a glass. It seems empty. And it is a very smooth, it's just a smooth stone chalice, basically.
Oh. I hold it up to the light and just like twirl it around. Neat.
Now you have something to put your second ale in.
Are you already?
Varas, make me an Arcana check.
Ooh, a wooga. That's a 13.
13. You would say that this is magic. You don't know what it does, but it is.
I will inquire then. If this chalice, it seems to be of has some magical properties, but I can't quite discern what those may be. Would you happen to know?
Oh, I enchanted that chalice to fill up with limeade whenever you try to drink it.
What's
It's made of
limeade?
limestone after all. It only
Like-
makes sense.
Oh my
I'll
god.
whisper to who's probably standing next to me, order-wise. Would it be, I don't know, whoever's next to me. What's limeade?
Yeah, I'm also asking what is
Do
limeade.
you know what lemonade is?
Oh, Varas, are
It's
you
like
are you now
that, but with
standing up to
limes.
like take this thing out of the bag?
Yeah, sure.
Like limes instead of
Okay,
lemons?
make
Does
me
that
an
make
acrobatics
sense?
check.
Oh, fuck me. 17.
17. Okay, you catch yourself on the bench as you like sort of trip. You're like, like halfway, like you're sort of like on your knees a little bit. You realize your shoelaces are tied together.
What the? Who the? Why are they? I reach down to tie my shoelaces properly because who on earth? Who dares?
Is something wrong?
Yeah, for some reason, and I can't possibly imagine why. My shoes are tied together. I didn't even know I had laces.
You did specify to me that you had laces.
I probably did at some point. I just don't remember.
Varas, make me a perception check.
Oh god. All the checks. Not 20. That's like 22.
As you go down to tie your shoes are gone. If you look back up, a certain Panku is holding your shoes.
I just
Did you
found
drop
how-
these?
They were on my feet. How did you? What?
I'm like tilting my head toward them. Did you drop this?
I didn't drop it, but those are mine. Yeah.
Well, you should put them back on. It's like this, like rocks and dirt on the ground. You could hurt your feet. I'm going to hand them their shoes.
Whoa.
Varus is about to have a fucking panic attack. They do not know what the fuck is going on. There is something weird about this Penku character, and
Varus.
they
Why'd you take your shoes off?
I did. I will no.
I thought we talked
Va-
about this,
Varus
not in
Takes a
public.
deep breath, and just focuses on just putting their shoes back on, ignoring everything else for the time being.
Admire, those are some very well-traveled shoes.
Oh, as Varus finishes putting them back on properly, they acknowledge the comment and it's like, yeah.
You must have been in a lot of places.
Mostly one area, but recently I've been places, yeah.
We have been traveling quite a way.
That we have.
Without knowing where we're going. I
Well-
say this specifically in hopes.
Well, we do know
What's
in.
that character's name? Fuck.
We do know
where we're
in.
going, and we know where we are.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Would you
Sorta.
Would anyone else like to try this this chance game?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
Of
would love
course.
to.
I am going to walk up to
I love games.
Aiden and offer the bag.
And I got a
And-
15. I'm speedy.
Your hand explodes.
All right, it is a very smooth pebble. It is kind of like an iridescent color, like kind of like rainbowy almost when you look at it in the light.
Ooh.
Aiden, make me an Arcana check.
Aiden, you are so lucky right now.
I got a 12.
12. That's enough to know that this is magic.
Ooh, pretty rock.
Does this rock make you happy?
Yes, I am in
Neat.
love with it. Thank you, now. I accidentally deleted my entire inventory when I was trying to put that in. So
Oh,
no.
Oh no!
give me a second.
I'm gonna see the silence. I was really confused about
Are you
it.
sure you're not
shit.
gonna look up and our friend here's gonna be holding your entire pocket contents, bag contents, everything? Like you dropped this.
I forgot what else was in
Yeah, you
it.
can.
The leather diary.
Surely it doesn't get any better than what you got.
And this, folks, is what we call technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Y'all keep
well-
going. I will get there.
Yeah. For your edification, I'll give this to you, Tim. This rock allows you to use dancing lights once per day.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh!
I don't remember what that does, but that sounds fancy.
It's a fun cantrip.
How about you? I'm gonna look at Kruu. Would you like to pick a rock?
I would love to pick a rock.
A rock.
Is everything made out? Well, yeah, actually.
I guess yours was also rock, technically.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it.
Kruu is
Right,
like bobbing
I'm
up
going
and down
to
in
reach out.
anticipation.
I'm gonna reach out and hold the bag up to Kruu. Roll me a d20.
He loves rocks.
Nat 20.
He says as Kruu. Oh.
All right, you are going to pull out a very dark rock. Like this is like Vanta black, like pitch dark rock. It is a little bit bigger than the chalice that Varas has, but you know, there it is. It's a very almost jagged black rock. It's kind of like a crystal almost.
It's beautiful.
Oh, that looks lovely, Kruu.
Kruu, make me an Arcana check.
Kruu opens his mouth. Okay.
We're about to eat this rock.
What are you doing to the rock?
Arcana?
Yeah.
1.
It's a cool rock.
Nice rock.
I would advise not putting that in your mouth.
Why not?
There will be consequences.
May I suggest to you tell him the consequences, because I don't know if he will listen. He really, really, really likes rocks.
You're gonna get severe depression.
Kruu, don't eat the rock. Please.
I might get severe depression if I don't eat the rock.
Oh no!
Kruu,
moral
please.
I'd like Vanya to
quandaries.
look at the rock and roll an Arcana check.
Wait, what?
You roll Arcana as well. This one requires a second chance at this check.
Please.
Wait, I can roll again.
It's 15.
No,
no,
A
no,
15.
roll
It's a
Vanya's.
15.
15 is enough.
Okay.
You.
This,
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
tell them what it is.
Yeah.
This is a sedimentary rock. When you throw it at someone, they're going to be unreasonably sad for about an hour. But if you ate that, it's gonna stay with you, and you're gonna be sad forever. I don't want that.
Kruu.
I don't want that either.
Okay, Kruu, just put the rock in the bag, and we'll be able to
It'll
use it
only
at some
work-
point.
It'll only work once per day, though.
We'll
It
be
has
able
to
to use
recharge.
that.
Whoa.
Okay.
Don't
It'll
break
be
it either.
great.
It's really bad if you break it.
That's how you know it's
Kruu's
powerful.
gonna put the sad
You make
rock away.
Kruu sad just by existing because he can't eat it.
Okay, how about you, Alwyn? Would you like to pick a rock?
I would love to. I'm very excited.
Roll me a d20.
15.
Yeah, go ahead, Stell.
You're going to pull this rock out, and instantly there is going to be an angry cat on your head. It is scratching and biting at you.
Oh my!
Oh my god! I am going to attempt to grab the cat off of my head in my hands.
See why this was a
I
game
don't know
of
if this
chance
is-
now.
Make me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
This is the bad pun episode, everyone!
Is now a good time to say I got a natural one?
Oh my god!
There's an angry cat on your head. Still going.
Oh, that's the catastrophe rock!
How do we
I'm
stop
Just
it?
sort of panically
Anyone else can
grabbing
try
at
and
this
grab
cat on
this
my
cat?
head.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think.
gonna try and grab the cat. Hold. Do I need acrobatics, or since it's not in my head, should I roll animal handling or something?
No, you're still making acrobatics check. You're like Dex trying to grab this.
Okay, 17.
70. Yeah. Okay. So as you grab the cat off Alwyn's head, it just poofs out of existence.
Ah!
Where did it go?
Ow.
It's gone. It went back home. Here, take this little leather pouch and just keep that rock in the pouch. As long as you don't expose it to sunlight, it'll be fine.
Did I actually have a rock?
Yeah, you have it. It's a catastrophe stone.
I hadn't noticed. I was kind of distracted, oddly enough. Cool.
I mean, you could throw the pouch at someone you don't like, I guess.
Oh,
They
that's
might be
true.
curious.
And why is that?
The cat's name is Whiskers, by the way. He just doesn't like being bothered.
That's an
Same
excellent
here.
name. Now I feel bad for bothering him.
I'd like to pick up Lulu and present him and say, this one likes being bothered as long as it's with ear scritches and belly pats.
Maybe we don't put Lulu around Alwyn for the moment being.
I wasn't presenting Lulu to Owen.
Just you're next to him, you know. It was a little traumatic
I
for a moment.
suppose.
Yeah, just maybe give him like 5 minutes without thinking about a cat.
Varus puts Lulu down and just drinks from that ale.
Put Lulu down.
No!
No, wait, hold.
She was so young.
Ella, you sent me the wrong one.
Oh, whoops.
I had
you.
the limeade chalice thingy.
Oh, you're right.
How about you? Would you like to play the game of chance? I'm looking up at Vanya.
Yes.
All right, here you go. I'm reaching out the bag.
A 2.
Make an Arcana check.
That is a 16.
Okay. The stone you have pulled out is a very cold to the touch. It looks almost like ice in a way, but it's a very smooth, round stone. When you activate it by just rubbing it like across the top, it makes the temperature nearby within 15 feet colder.
Oh.
It's designed to make you more comfortable in the summertime.
That's very nifty, actually.
That's smart.
Cool. Finger guns.
I'm gonna do finger guns back.
Yes.
Oh.
You have fingers?
Hang on.
Cold.
I do. I am
Can't go with fingers.
Sixland.
I see.
Like me.
Yeah,
Cool.
if you take a good look at the Panku, there are a set of flippers, a set of like hands, and then the actual, you know, waddle around the feetsies.
Neat.
Excellent.
You can't see them under my cloak. Haha.
Haha. Oh, this was very
This is really
engaging.
neat. I am so happy we came here.
Well, thank you for the rocks.
It was a pleasure to meet a fellow lover of rocks.
Jay is gonna fly over to you guys back from like taking a look at Zaxpeak. I want to play a game, but I can't really hold rocks.
Would you mind if I pulled for him?
I wouldn't have any use for it. I still can't hold rocks. Or interact with rocks. Or anything that they do.
This is true. We could, How about we play a different game, and I have a different reward for you guys if you guys win the game.
Okay.
Games?
This game is called Two Lies and a Truth.
Oh.
Could you explain this one, DM?
So, you guys are gonna each make 3 statements about yourselves. 1 must be true, and 2 must be lies. The other players can then guess which one is the truth and which ones are the lies. If you guys guess correctly, basically you get a point in your favor. For every person you fool, you also get a point.
So wait, we're playing against each other and not necessarily just against... Okay, cool.
Yes.
Ooh.
How ambiguous can these get?
they have to be in character, somewhat ambiguous. I don't know. Make them truthful.
Well, only
You
make
guys
one
will
of
never
them
guess.
truthful.
I can go first.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay. Jay's gonna think really hard.
I'm looking at Jay, and even though like you guys can't see it, I'm just looking at thin air right now. To those of you that cannot see Jay.
When I was really little, I worked in a bakery. My favorite job that I've ever had is being a post person. And I used to really like books.
Can I roll history?
Yeah, you can roll history.
That's wait, my history is +2, right? I have to check now. Probably like, yes, that is a 19.
Okay, I'll message you.
Thank you. I had a vibe, but you know, if I could roll for it, I'd rather.
So wait, it was
Okay, yeah, I figured.
I worked in a bakery. I used to read books, or I like books. And what was the other one?
Being a post person has been my favorite occupation so far.
Well, I already know the answer, guys, so I'll go last.
Yeah, anyone's welcome to guess.
I guess that you've never worked in a bakery.
I also guessed the bakery
you're
one.
Guessing the.
You're
Wait,
guessing the truth, guys.
Oh, the truth? It's the post office one then. The post.
Oh, we're guessing the truth. It's 2 lies and a truth, or two
Two
truths
lies and a
lie?
truth. Yep.
Sorry,
Oh,
I actually was gonna guess. the
I was
bakery
going
truth.
the opposite way.
Yeah, I thought it was lies.
Yeah, sorry.
I thought it was 1 lie. Yeah.
It's that the post job is your
It's the
favorite
post
so
office.
far.
Darn, how did you guys know?
Yeah.
No idea.
I mean, I don't know. You
Nope.
wear that hat so nicely. It's just, it looks
No.
great.
The hat probably gave it away.
It must
Right.
have been the hat.
Well, if it makes you
Someone
feel
else
better, I can't see the hat, so you can't.
Ella,
can't
I asked
totally
you a
give it
question.
away.
Yeah, I'm having to like actively think about mine, and it's like, ugh.
I don't
They can
know.
be totally nonsensical small backstory things. You can make them big, you can make them small, whatever you guys want.
Okay. I have that there, so I remember it, Ella.
Yeah, that's good.
Have a giggle at it.
You can go with that. Run with it.
I can go. I have had dinner with the king and queen of Noan. I have 2 siblings, and I never learned how to swim.
I think the dinner one is true.
I
Would
concur.
I be able to have it? No, I wouldn't get a history check on that.
No.
Well, just to keep it interesting, I'll say it's true that you never learned to swim.
I go. What was the second option?
2 siblings.
You look like you've never learned how to swim.
What does that
I see 2 siblings is true.
Is that everyone that's guessing? I don't remember how this is working. Is it just us?
Yeah. Bars,
Okay.
did you guess?
Yeah,
Guessing-
yeah.
I did. I said the dinner one was true.
Still not guessing? Or
That's what. Yeah, that's more. I would. Okay.
pardon?
You're playing
Uh,
amongst yourselves.
I have, in fact, had dinner with the king and queen of Noan.
Booyah!
Well,
Two
at least it's
points.
good that you learned how to swim. That's
Yeah.
probably good.
Also, how do the points work again?
So, how many people got that right?
Just your.
Just
And me.
Bars?
I got it right.
Oh, Kruu as well. I'm sorry.
Kruu and
Okay.
Varas, I think.
I've
Wait,
gotten
I
both
thought-
right so far.
I thought Kruu said that
Yeah,
I
same.
never learned how to swim.
No, that was me.
No, that was
Yeah, that was Alwyn.
Oh,
so
I
you
okay.
fooled 2 people, Vanya, so you get 2 points out of that. Everyone else gets 1 for being correct.
Well,
Okay, so if we're
People
correct
who
for
are
one,
correct,
it's 1
yes.
point.
Yep.
Okay.
If you fool people, you get a point for every person you fool.
Are we keeping track of our own scores?
I'm keeping track of your scores.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I was trying to because I got the other one right too, the J one, so I was like trying to in my brain.
No, I got you.
Okay,
Vanya,
cool.
you have 3.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Who's next? Who's next?
I may still be thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a third one.
I might be on the same page. Working on it.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared.
Well, get prepared.
Ah.
As you guys are doing this, though, Chatter is going to fly back over to you with a basket full of rocks that you can start sorting out. This basket is, like, full. People really liked the show.
Chatter, oh my gosh, thank you. I'm gonna go put these in my cart real quick. I'll be right back.
That's an impressive
Chatter
haul.
will start chattering at you and, like, tilt his head down so you can take the little basket. Chatter is then gonna sit sort of in front of you guys' little circle. Just kind of perch on one of the benches. Who's next?
I'll go. Okay. My name Kruu came from the very first noise I ever made.
I could see that.
My home.
Are you okay, Kruu?
I got mixed up in my words for a second.
Oh, no worries.
I'm afraid of dwarves. And for my 6th birthday, I received my very first rock.
I think the first one's true.
I agree.
I think you're scared of dwarves.
Dwarves. You received your first rock at what age?
6.
And what was the other one?
I got my name because it was the first noise I ever made.
Oh. I think it's the rock one.
I'm afraid of dwarves.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
They
I
come
am
from the
back, I brought
ground and they're
popcorn.
very scary.
I'm gonna
That's
just like
fair, I
plop
guess.
in front of the circle with a bag of popcorn. I'm gonna sit next to Varas and offer them a piece of popcorn.
I'll take
Want them?
some popcorn. Sure, thank you.
As far as know what popcorn is.
No,
Oh, you guys are at
never
like
seen
a
popcorn in your life.
party.
No. Alright. Let's see.
Well played, Kruu. Well played.
Well met.
My best friend was a man named Barak. He was from the Thieves Guild. The reason my cloak is, and I look down at my cloak, so important to me is because it was the last thing I got from my parents before I left home.
Mm.
And I'm an only child.
Hmm.
You're an only child.
I also agree that the only child, because I feel like you have mentioned this before. Very.
I'm agreeing.
Sure.
Is that everyone?
I'll join everyone else.
Damn, really? I didn't get any of you, huh?
You
I
almost
just-
had me for a minute.
I vaguely remembered this.
Yeah, I remember this as well.
It's fine.
Yeah.
That's
I
fine.
don't
You
remember
take
what
notes,
you
I don't
said
remember saying
exactly.
this.
You said
I don't know
something.
where they all remember it from.
I think
Right?
you implied something about it, but I can't remember what exactly.
You mean when Varas told that story?
The story.
That one time?
I don't
I
remember.
just-
That
Yeah.
wasn't about Varas. That
No,
was
Excuse me,
yeah,
I
that-
don't
about
believe
some
you,
other child.
Mr.
What?
Varas.
You don't believe me?
No,
What's that meant to me?
you don't have the eyes of someone who's lived alone.
I haven't been alone for any extended period of time, I suppose. When I left my parents, I started work for the local Thieves Guild, and so, you know, I guess I was always surrounded by people.
I don't think you get points this round. I think that was a lie.
Wait, what's the lie? Wait, hold on.
Aiden,
Wait,
make
no,
me
I-
a perception check.
A 12.
Okay, you don't understand.
Even Varas doesn't fucking know what's going on right now.
I mean, I can explain the rules of the game again.
So I told 2 lies.
You told 3
And I
lies.
I'm an only child.
Wouldn't Varas know if they had a sibling?
I don't know. I can tell a liar when I see him.
Well, but
But the only way I'm not an only child is if my real parents had kids, but then I wouldn't even know. So would that even be a lie? Wait, no, Varas definitely did not mean to say that, even though they are telling the truth as far as they know.
yeah, I mean, but they wouldn't know. So like, they're not a liar, because you're not a liar if you don't
And I
know.
think you're telling the truth, but it's not the full truth. Therefore, you are not telling the truth.
Hold on, I'm
Varas,
putting.
you said real parents?
We don't need to talk about that one. Look, I at the very least was raised as an only child.
It feels cheaty to get points this way.
I didn't even fool anyone.
Let's move on, maybe. Jay's gonna say.
Okay.
Sure, I have mine ready.
Can't believe you broke the rules, Varas.
I'm very confused about what's
Almost
happening right
ready.
now.
I'm changing the wording on one of them. Because technically that was the truth. My truth and lie game. I can write Esperar. I left the Church of Doran on this adventure, and I have a pet hippogriff.
You can write what?
I don't even understand what 2 of those
Esperar.
things
Sorry, can you, out of character, can you repeat that? I was not zoned in. I am having a meltdown here.
Every couple
I
sessions.
can write Esperar. I can't say it. I left the Church of Doran on this adventure, and I have a pet hippogriff.
Is Esper is that a language?
It's a script of Elven.
Okay. I was like, I don't know what's
the second one.
I also think the second one is the truth.
Wait, hold on. How do we define left? Because are we defining it as if you physically left to go on this adventure, or did left as in you no longer
No longer
associate?
involved.
Oh, then I think that might be a lie. I think the script thing is true.
I'm gonna stick
What was the
with
third one
2.
again?
The third one?
Hippogriff.
Was
I
the
have a
hippogriff?
pet hippogriff, is the third one.
You seem like you'd have a pet hippogriff.
I think the pet hippogriff is the lie. I think the pet hippogriff is the lie.
You don't think you'd have a pet hippogriff?
No, I haven't seen it before. Therefore,
What?
it's a lie.
What is a hippogriff?
Yeah,
I out of character.
You've seen the creature from
I
Harry
know.
Potter,
I'm gonna say out of
that
character,
has-
guys. I know what it
you know
is. That was
Buckbeak-
supposed to be like a
Gotcha.
joke. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know Buckbeak.
I was like very quickly trying to be like, wait, how do I say? I do know what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what a hippogriff is, guys. I watch Harry Potter 4 all the time, or 3.
Real.
I watch way too often.
It was 3.
3. I said,
Yeah.
I don't think it picked up, but yeah, I said it as soon as I said
Alfonso
that.
No, it did pick up. It just came across as like you were like unsure which one. You were like 4, 3. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Anyway, what were people's answers?
I said the script one.
I said the leaving one.
I said hippogriff.
Wait, but we're picking the
Was
truth.
true.
Picking the
with
truth.
Yeah.
Kruu.
Kruu, we're picking the
Oh.
truth.
Fuck.
So it's writing in that elven script, leaving the Church of Doran,
Mhm.
and then having a pet hippogriff. And you thought hippogriff was a lie.
I think you can write the language in script.
What did Alwyn guess?
truth.
Hippogriff. I think Alwyn Aiden has a hippogriff. It seems like the kind of thing that would be true for him. I don't know. He just has the vibe.
You would be correct, Owen.
I knew it. See, I knew I liked Aiden for some reason.
You have one?
This guy gets it.
My family, but it's mostly mine. It was gifted to me by them to help me get home.
What's their name?
Bucky.
Is that short for something?
Excellent name. I hope I get to
Maybe.
meet him one day.
What's it short for, Aiden?
Bucky.
Bartholomew.
No, what is Bucky short for, Aiden?
You make your own conclusions. We're not producing ourselves to
It's short for Buckington Beakford.
Exactly.
Buckington Beakford. There you go.
As you are finishing this round, everyone make me perception checks.
A natural 1.
A 9.
Nat 20.
Oh my god.
So
What the
21.
hell is happening?
A dirty,
What
a
are our
dirty
fucking
20.
rolls today?
A dirty
What
20.
the fuck?
24.
Like I said, we're all perceptive. We just don't know things.
Okay. Alwyn, Kruu, and Vanya. You guys look at your new friend, the Panku, over here at the mention of Doran's name, and this Panku seems sad and maybe a little bit worried. They sort of flinch at the mention of the name, and they start sort of looking at their feet and shuffling around.
Are you okay, Nelov?
I'm fine.
You don't look fine.
Yeah, it's okay. We can keep going. Oh, was that everybody?
I don't think Alwyn's
Wait,
gone.
I didn't get to go yet.
Owen.
Okay, yeah, Alwyn, it's your turn.
Yeah, and I got this. They're
Yeah.
done for. They're never gonna guess. All right. I am 108 years old. My favorite color is green. And I have met a dragon.
Your favorite color is green.
Your favorite color is green.
How do we define Matt?
Mm.
And then Varus realizes they might have maybe said too much. They don't know the details of things, but they decide to shut up after that comment.
Please remember, I know none of your guys' secrets. I went first that day. So I have no idea what Varus meant.
Sorry, I'm trying to math out 108 in elven years.
Just means I've met a dragon.
I have to check something in my cart real quick. I'll be right back.
Of course.
Okay.
not.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Vanya kind of watches as Nelov walks away.
I've got a head tilt going.
Mathematizing.
Nelov just kind of does the speed waddle with the popcorn over the cart.
The 108 is the truth.
Wait, that was 108. That was dragon. What was the other one?
Favorite color,
And
green.
my favorite color is green.
I think you've met a dragon.
Did everybody get to guess?
I said
No, actually.
I said the color.
Yeah, we had two
said green.
greens.
Two greens.
Yeah.
108 is true, and dragon is true.
Yeah.
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 Varas is correct. I have
Oh,
met
yeah.
a dragon.
Yeah.
I didn't know your definition of dragon. Oh, met, sorry.
I'm 107.
Technically, we've all met.
Okay. What's your favorite color then?
Actually, kind of like a deep orange. I like sunsets.
Vanya like
Out of
gives him a
character, I thought
stare
it was
and
gonna
is
be
like
cyan.
I thought about it.
Vanya is like staring at him
you
and like
sure?
looking him up and down at all of the green.
All of
And
it.
Okay.
Cyrus notices this
Alright.
look and
just because I like
types
it doesn't
in,
mean I think
my
I wear
favorite
it
color
well.
isn't black.
It's not?
What do you mean?
No.
What is your favorite color?
Pink.
Huh.
I would have not put you on pink.
And what is
Well,
No
this
Off
is-
doing, by the way?
I was gonna say, while this is happening, can I walk over to Nilov?
Yeah. Nelov is coming back from the cart holding a wooden box.
I see.
So who's the
I
winner?
will just return to the group then.
Okay, this box was for the winner, but it looks like you guys have a three-way tie.
Yep.
Nice.
Alwyn, Aiden, and Kruu have all tied.
Let's go.
Ooh.
This box is something I have been working on for a very, very long time. It is kind of like the rock game, but it's a little different. Would you like to open the box and find out?
Let's have a look
I
then.
would love to.
Sure. At the same time.
I think you've all won this box. This was a very, very fun experience. So, this playing card deck
Oh gosh.
was down through my family for generations, and I have done a little twist on it. I've enchanted the cards.
Mm-hmm.
This is called the Deck of Happiness.
Ooh.
So what you can do with this deck is every day, one individual, and like you guys can draw 5 a day, let's say, because there's 5 of you. You may draw 1 card. The card will immediately take an effect on you. It could be good, it could be bad, it could be fun, you know, that kind of thing. It's a bunch of random chances, and if you finish this deck, I do have a reward. And I'll come find you when you do finish.
Okay.
I see.
Gambling.
Who's
I love
taking the deck?
gambling.
Kruu will take the deck.
Yeah.
All
Who
right.
can store the deck for
Kruu,
when?
Would you like to
add-
draw your first card?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Roll me a D100.
Kruu, go first.
I don't have a D100.
do you want me
it's
to roll it for you?
2d10s.
2d10s.
Or
Yep.
2d10s, yeah, if you don't have
Can
a
you
percentile.
multiply them or?
No, the first
no.
number. Go ahead and explain it, Yuri.
So if you're using 2d10s instead of percentile, the first number you roll will be
The
the
tens
10
place, and the second one
Yeah.
is the one. Okay.
Yeah, a 0 in the tens place is a 0, and a 0 in the ones place is you just add 10 to that number.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it reads like a number with them, like the first dice.
Yeah.
Okay. I rolled a 92.
92. All right,
Jeez.
hold on a moment. All right. You pull this card and it disappears in your hands. As you do so, you feel like a slight magical tingling around your neck. You have gained the ability Speak with Animals for the next 1d4 hours, so roll me a d4.
4.
4. For the next 4 hours, you can speak with animals, and you have advantage on animal handling checks. However, if you attempt to speak to an animal that the party has never encountered previously, you must make a Constitution saving throw or become mildly allergic to that animal.
That's
See, this is
awesome.
fun, isn't it?
This is great.
Courtesy.
Wait,
Is there a writer's note?
There's a writer's note, courtesy of Chris.
Nice.
You could
That's
talk
a
to
good one.
Lulu and Mirabelle.
Lulu, how are you doing?
Oh, I mean, I'm doing pretty well, I guess. I mean, it would be, a lot better if I had some, fish. I mean, this dragon has a basket full of rocks. Why can't I have a basket full of fish, you know?
Varus.
Yeah?
Lulu demands fish.
Varus immediately, bag of holding, pulls out like 2 fish.
Do you want to
You're
say hi
pretty
to
good,
Kiki?
though.
Can I?
I'd love to. Hi, Kiki. It's nice to meet you. I'm Kruu.
Roll me a con save.
Oh, we've encountered Kiki.
Nuh-uh.
Be.
Not
You
really.
haven't properly met Kiki.
You have not met Kiki yet.
You were introduced.
Baited, actually.
Fucking
Con save is what,
baited.
D20?
Yes, plus your Constitution modifier.
Plus my Constitution?
Whatever your con save modifier is.
I have physically brought Kiki like closer, like to you guys to say hello to. Also,
It's a 15.
A 15, that does save. You are okay.
you are not allergic to Kiki.
Kiki,
That would
who's
be
like
really
still
unfortunate.
very sleepy, having just moved, will like kind of pick up their head and look at you, and be like, "It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance."
I love.
Kiki, these friends have the deck.
Oh, I see. This will be most entertaining.
I don't know what Kiki's saying, but I'd like to wave.
Kiki will tilt their head at you.
That's like half of a singular.
Yeah, what's that mean
That
for a
basically
tally?
counts.
It counts.
That basically counts.
Okay.
Fist
I
bump.
think it counts. Yeah. Any acknowledgement that Alwyn waved in a positive light counts.
If you don't have hands, we'll count like acknowledgement.
Okay.
I think you've given this deck to an excellent crew. This shall be very entertaining.
Well,
An
thank you.
excellent crew.
Sorry for waking you
It's
up.
the
You can
punish.
go back to the cart and sleep.
That
Wait,
is quite all right. We have a
I'm
journey
most-
ahead of us.
I am most excellent.
can Kruu talk to Chatter?
Chatter is not an animal.
Oh, okay.
No.
Pseudo dragon.
You're not
If
wrong.
you
sorry,
need
don't
something
think-
passed on to
Oh
Chatter,
my
I
God.
could say something though.
Oh, we just, Chatter just excites all of us.
Chatter and I have bonded.
Oh.
We can tell. Chatter seems like a perfect companion.
Is the card thing on a species basis or an individual basis?
It sounded like
For the
species.
allergy thing, seems like
Yeah.
species, right?
Mm.
Wait, if you want, actually, hold on. I have a scroll in my cart. 1 second. I'm gonna like go back and rummage through my scrolls in my
thinking-
cart.
We could introduce you to the cat that rock summons. Oh, actually, I guess we'd have to wait till tomorrow.
Well, you can't summon that cat today.
Yeah,
You have to
We'd
wait until tomorrow.
What a shame.
Oh.
You won't get to say hello.
Here, you should be able to hear Chatter speak now.
Chatter starts chattering at you, and you guys get the sense of happiness that sort of washes over all of you guys. And you start to see images in your guys' head of like a happy dragon dancing around, and then a lot of rocks, and then Chatter sitting on Vanya's head.
Oh my.
Nice.
Oh my.
Friends.
You just see the image.
I believe
Yeah,
I found
that's
the kindred spirit
exciting.
in Chatter.
Chatter's gonna like start chittering and do a little twirl. And then you're gonna get the image of a bigger pile of rocks in your head.
I wonder if Chatter would
Kruu
like
is
to
gonna
meet
do
Mirabelle.
a twirl in
Vanya
solidarity.
also twirls.
I'm into.
Everyone is just twirling in the
Fuck
room
it,
now.
I've drunk
Twirl.
enough. Fuck it, we ball. I'm into. I'm on my second, I'm halfway through my second drink at this point. Fuck it.
Chatter is gonna chatter even harder, and you get the sense of like laughter that washes over you, and Chatter's gonna do like some more twirls, and then sort of like you would sense that this is the equivalent of like rolling around on the floor laughing.
Which makes Vanya laugh.
I wonder if Chatter would like to meet Mirabelle.
Mirabelle!
Who? Where?
Get on top of my head right now.
Okay. Mirabelle's gonna like climb out from behind your hair, sit on top of your head.
Chatter, look! Mirabelle, look!
Chatter is going to like make chittering noises, and you have excitement that sort of washes over you, and then Chatter's gonna fly up, so Chatter's like in your face, like trying to be face to face with Mirabelle, and like they're gonna do the equivalent of like sniffing each other ? And Mirabelle's gonna go, I like this one.
Yeah, they're so fun!
Mirabelle's gonna like take off from your head and like go like try to like fly circles around Chatter, who's also gonna spin in circles. So you just have like two little dragons that are like kind of circling each
Oh
other
my
now.
gosh! I'm so happy.
Yeah, pseudo dragons don't really talk like how Mirabelle does. They kind of just make noises and put images in your head. They communicate kind of telepathically in a way.
Oh my gosh, this is so adorable.
That's very neat.
Mirabelle and Chatter are gonna start playing what you can only call the equivalent of tag. And they're gonna start newing around the stage area.
I saved Chatter from a rough situation a very long time ago, and we've been bonded ever since.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's so kind.
He was supposed to go to the black market.
Oh, that's not good. I'm glad you got
But he's
Chatter.
happy now.
Yeah, I'm glad you got him.
Yeah. Hey, you said we can pull, like, all of us can pull from this thing, right?
Yeah? Who wants to pull next?
Varas, would like to...
Hey, winners first, bucko.
He used the phrase.
Alright. Go ahead. It's not gonna want to pull from the thing anyway. Varas is
Oh.
clearly in denial.
Owen, why don't you?
I'd love to.
Aiden gets upset.
roll
Aiden
me a
isn't the one that
D100.
pulls.
I offered!
It was just funny, like, hey, wait
Yeah.
back,
Oh, I
bucko.
see what you
And-
mean.
Yeah. And it's not you pulling first.
I'm increasing
That
the odds that bad
is
things happen.
Wow, I dropped it. 60.
60. Alright, let's see. For the next 1d4 hours, you must refer to everyone you interact with as chef and then their name.
That's so
You said?
And is there an author's note?
Yep.
That's my
That's
card.
an everyone.
Okay.
We're on brand.
Yes, chef.
Three.
For the next 3 hours, you must refer to everyone as chef and then whatever their name is. And
Who
the
would
card
like to pull the
disappeared.
next card?
I shall take the next.
This is really cool, Chef Nalav. Thank you.
Screaming.
I am
I-
giggling to myself at like the thought of this card taking effect, and it's like, no problem.
Aiden, roll me a d100.
I rolled a 73.
Ooh.
73. I keep scrolling back to the top of the list when I clearly shouldn't. Alright, 73. You can no longer go to sleep without making a circle of stones around yourself.
Wait, for how long?
Indefinitely.
Is there an author's note for this one?
You've been Blair Witched.
Yeah, this one was Germ.
Author's
That
note.
makes sense. That tracks.
Author's note. Make sure Kruu pulls this card. Unlucky.
Real.
Unlucky.
Oopsies.
Well, I guess me and Kruu
Ooh,
just
that's
can't be
unfortunate.
separated.
You won't feel sleepy unless you have rocks around you.
Well,
Oh,
Varus.
good thing you hang out with Kruu, Chef
Does
Aiden.
this stack exhaustion, or if I just don't sleep, am I fine?
You can't fall asleep.
If you don't sleep, you are still under the effects of you need to sleep to be a human.
Damn it.
I guess it's a good thing you hang out with Chef Kruu, huh, Chef Alwyn?
It's
Alwyn,
good we room
Aiden. I know words.
Screaming.
Blah, English.
Who would like to draw a card next?
Varus, you can
Ooh,
go.
Chef Varus, you go.
Alrighty. I pull a card, and that is 52.
52. Roll me a d4.
Oh, fuck me. Okay. 1.
1. Okay, for the next hour, whenever someone mentions an animal, you are compelled to make the sound of that animal.
What if I don't know the sound of that animal?
Take your best guess.
Oh.
Okay.
Next
Field mouse.
Is that in character?
Yes.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Varas starts squeaking.
I'm taking full advantage of this hour.
Oh,
I gotta come up with more. Hold on. Crocodile.
I have begun to roll on the floor laughing at my creation.
Is this
Wait,
also
I
a?
hate this.
Is this also a stele card?
No.
Let me check. No, this
The
is also a
creation
germ card.
is
A
in
what
my
card?
deck.
This is also a germ card.
Nice.
Nice.
Fucking tracks.
I guess I will also pull a card since I am. Everyone else has.
Roll me a d100.
Try your luck, Chef Vanya.
57.
57. You now know the name. You now know a goat named Steven.
Okay.
Just generally, you just know.
That's
Huh?
brilliant.
Yep.
Amazing.
Okay.
You now know a goat named Steven.
All right then.
You are
Can't wait for
aware.
the lore
There's a goat named
implications of
Steven.
that
You know him.
Hey, Varus.
Oh, wait. Meh, meh. Yeah, I realized right as you said it.
This is an involuntary reaction from you, by the way. Like this is just something that's gonna happen.
Wait, this is God speaking. Hold on a second. Actually,
Author's note. That was from Happy.
Yeah.
yeah, that tracks. Yeah.
Yeah.
That has the vibe, yeah. That's excellent.
Humpback whale.
A cow. A horse.
While all of this is going on, Chef Nalav, this is the best thing ever. Thank you so much. I could
Yeah,
never
if you
pay
guys
you
make
back
it
for
through
this,
this deck alive,
this
I've got an even
opportunity.
better present for you.
If we make it through the deck alive.
Alive?
I struggle to think of what could be better than what's happening to Chef Varus right now. But,
Oh, shut your mouth.
oh yeah?
Would you like
Frog.
to see it?
Wait, what animal was that? Sorry.
Frog.
Sure, we'll see thing.
I'm going to hold a rock in my hand.
That's a lovely
Yeah.
rock. What does it do?
Roll Arcana check. Anyone?
It's. I got a 13.
Oh, anyone.
I got a 13.
15.
16.
Keep going higher. Keep going higher. Come on, come on.
Don't worry, guys, I got a 5.
Oh.
Nice, nice.
Everyone but Alwyn. Yep.
I'll solve it.
This rock is a small pocket dimension you can use as a bedroom.
Whoa.
What?
Is it surrounded by rocks?
You can decorate you can decorate all you want. I don't know. It's just kind of empty right now. I haven't used it
That
yet.
sounds
Yeah.
very useful.
For those looking at it, this appears to be a geode pocket dimension. You also think of the equivalent of like a genie's lamp.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, you just stroke your hand across the top of it, and then a small little portal opens up. You can walk in. You can take your sleep for the night. You could pop out. You know, it's just a little pocket bedroom.
That's
Pretty
convenient.
nifty.
Very cool.
Be nice for camping.
Would be nice generally, considering my curse.
I was gonna say, do you think being in a rock counts as having a circle of rocks around you?
Ah.
I don't know if that
Perfectly in the
counts.
center of a rock.
Hmm.
Wait,
These are
sorry,
the-
what was the question?
They asked
Just
if
in a rock
being
counts,
inside
yeah.
of a rock counts as surrounding themselves with rocks to sleep.
No.
No.
But you can bring all the rocks in Kruu's pocket in there with you and then just put it in a circle.
You know, it's a good thing you're in a party with Kruu, at least, I guess.
Agreed.
Party with Kruu.
I'm sure it wouldn't be difficult to gather my own set of sleeping rocks, but
You don't have to now. You
So
just have
sleeping
to.
rocks.
You have to just grab them from Kruu.
if me and Kruu get separated, you see my problem.
You guys won't get separated right now. You don't need to worry about that. I think.
I like this deck. This deck is funny.
Agreed.
This is the best thing ever.
That was fun.
I wish I could pull a card, but I can't. So I'll just settle for watching.
Psst, Chef Varas.
What?
Grab.
Click, 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 click. Any real noise I would make wouldn't get picked up by my mic, so.
Valid.
Hey, Alwyn.
Excuse me, Jay, if you don't mind me asking,
What's up, Chef Vanya?
Oh.
why are you still here? I thought you met your condition.
Oh, I did meet my condition. I'm not really sure why I'm still here, to be honest.
Wait, how? Hold on. That's the last straw for me. You seem to have known all of our names before we introduced ourselves, and now you know that Jay's met his condition. Who are you?
To be fair, I don't think we actually ever said our names.
What was that? Sorry.
I said I don't think we actually said our names, and
No,
then
we didn't.
yeah.
I told you my name is Nalav.
Yeah, but who is that? And how do you know so much?
Nalav the Penku?
That's Nalav.
Well, but how did you?
Do you get it?
Hey, that's Chef Nalav. My bad.
How did you know who we were? And how do you know Jay? And why did you freak out whenever Doran was mentioned?
Let's settle the aggression.
I'm not being aggressive.
For the record, I don't actually know them. They just seem very friendly.
I'm not being aggressive, to be clear. My eyes are squinting.
Understood.
You'll have to forgive me. I'm just really suspicious of you people, and you've been a joy to be around. Let me make that perfectly clear. But
I was gonna say, you guys have
I can't shake the feeling. You know? Did you ever get that, Noel?
Yeah, I get the feeling.
Yeah, just the feeling you can't shake.
I'm gonna start like shaking like around like I guess I could get that feeling. Except I did shake. I'm pretty capable of shaking.
You guys are being kind of rude to Chef Nalav, especially after they were so kind to us. Come on.
We're just asking questions.
We've
Because-
been handed magical rocks and a deck of cards that can do basically anything, and you're questioning someone knowing
By
them.
someone who seems to know us.
We
Without
did
having ever
introduce
met us.
ourselves.
They even
Have you not
returned
thought
your
about?
shoes
Wait,
to
no.
you, Chef
Have you
Varas.
guys not thought about the fact that none of us said our names and that Nelov just knew them?
That's not entirely abnormal.
That's a little weird.
Slightly, sure.
And they got weird whenever you mentioned Doran's name. And they knew Jay. And they know that Jay needed to meet a condition, and they're confused why Jay is here.
Jay is a spirit, and you can't like tell that they met their condition. Like it's just like an aura around them.
We
they did
can't
it.
see Jay.
I'm
I did-
about
I did-
90% sure I've mentioned Jay's condition.
I did meet my condition, yes.
Yeah, not to us. You have. Well, Aiden, do you see this aura? Since you're one of the few who can actually see him.
Yes.
Yeah,
Here.
Okay, well, phooey then. I don't know.
I don't
I'll
see why you
drop
guys
it,
are
but
getting
then-
upset at us asking questions.
Well, it was a little overwhelming. You guys kind of just asked like a million questions at once, and I didn't know
asked
how to
3.
respond, and I got a little
We
scared.
asked 3.
I'm sorry they were so rude to you, Nalav.
We could ask questions one at a time. Let's do that. Then we're not overwhelming.
Would that be okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I just wanted to ask Jay if they tried colliding with their sibling head on, or if like they played hide and seek with them to find them or something, because like they did it. They bet their condition, so I just wanted to know.
Colliding doesn't really work when you're a ghost. I do like hide and seek, though.
Did you play hide and seek with them?
I think I have. No.
Maybe you try that in the future.
Okay, no did.
Okay, that was my question.
Okay. I just. How did you know who we were?
it was kind of just like an aura thing again. I just kind of like saw it. You look like a Varas. Alwyn looks like an Alwyn. You know, it's a feeling.
It makes sense to me that they're just naturally very perceptive.
I agree.
Yes, I have a fancy monocle.
It must be that.
Hold on, I need to
Excellent monocle,
scream
by the
aloud
way,
my
Chef
channel.
Love. It's an excellent monocle. As a fellow appreciator of eyewear, tips, sunglasses,
Oh,
a big fan.
one moment. Technical difficulty.
Yeah, go for it.
I am going to be right back. I've got to get my rock bag. I have something you reminded me of, and it just makes sense with the J thing. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna go back to my cart. And I'll be back in a second.
Oh, sure. Hey, Chef Varas.
If you name an animal, so help me, I will plunge this dagger into your chest.
I was gonna do that.
Damn right you aren't.
You don't know.
Cockatrice.
Cockatrice? Oh fuck.
Nice.
Okay.
Yes.
I forget we can make a.
I have the bag of rocks before. There was one in there that made me think of this situation. Just let me find it real quick. I'm gonna roll a d20 until I roll the right number.
Nice.
Nope, not that one. Sorry. This is it's a big bag. It's got a lot of stuff in it.
Do you know how long it's gonna take to roll a specific number?
I don't know. I'm looking through my bag.
In theory, it's a 1 in 20.
I can't find the thing I was looking for. Sorry, guys.
I'm also
one-
not
it's-
rolling to see how long it'll take me to get this number.
It's 1 in 20.
No worries.
I'm just gonna roll until I get one of every number.
I got it.
Damn
Okay,
it,
this
never mind.
right here. This will help you see spirits. This is a pair of sunglasses with obsidian lenses. The lenses are really rough though. You need to get them smoothed out with like a really talented jewel crafter or something. But for now, it'll help. Would one of you guys like this?
If nobody else would mind, Varas smiles solemnly to themselves. I would love that, actually.
Okay,
Hold
here.
on one moment. Can I borrow them quickly?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Appreciate. And then I put them on.
You see a slightly blurred version of Jay.
Awesome.
And pretty much everyone else who's standing there. It's just kind of blurry.
Nice. And then I laugh at Varas and hand them over. It just
I
thought it would
put
be
them on
funny.
and look around to try and see Jay for the first time.
Yeah, you look around. You can see Jay. It's very blurry. It's almost like you're trying to look at someone who's like you're partially underwater kind of vibe.
Right.
But yeah, you can see Jay. He looks to be like a small human. He's like kind of floating about 2 inches above the ground with a full mailman fit going on. He's got the hat. He's got a little satchel and everything.
I told you he's got a nice hat.
His head is lovely. Tears of welling in Varus's eyes.
You can
Nobody
see
can
me?
see because I'm wearing sunglasses.
Jay is gonna fly way too close to your face, by the way. You can see me, like, for real, for real? Can you see my hat? Do you like my hat?
I love your hat, Jay.
Let's go! He likes my hat!
Like I said, though, the lenses are a little worn out. They're very blurry. They need to get polished. If you'd like, I can, give you a better view of Jay.
Wow.
I'm gonna cast Disguise Self on myself to look like Jay.
You know, that tracks.
Oh.
Yeah, a perfect rendition of Jay stands before you.
Whoa.
Well met.
I flip the glasses onto my forehead as a glasses wearer, we do that. In real life.
I don't.
Huh.
I mean, I'm not Jay, but I guess I look like them now.
Yeah.
Do you like my
Jay,
hat?
I love
That's
the
what
hat.
I would say. Oh, you do such a good me impression.
I also sound like Jay right now.
Jay is gonna like fly in a circle around you.
Well,
Wow, I like my
guess
hat
need-
even better from up here.
I guess I need to get these things polished as soon as possible. I'm gonna put the glasses back on.
I'm going to undisguise myself. Which also means that I like shrink a couple feet too, because I'm like only 4 feet tall.
Zhwomp.
For the record, Varas, while you are wearing the glasses, I'm giving you disadvantage on perception and like vision-based checks. But you can see Jay.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Until I get them polished, I would assume.
Yes,
But
until
yeah.
you get them polished, and you can take them on
Okay.
and off at your leisure.
Yeah, for sure. I just won't take them off for the sake of a check, unless I like see it coming, because that's scummy.
Oh well, yeah. If we like get into like combat purposes, you're
Yeah,
probably gonna have
yeah.
to use like a bonus action or something along those lines. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be very fair for you to take them off because you really wouldn't see it coming.
I'm gonna
No.
slap this man in real life anyway.
Don't make me, I'll start listing animals again. Especially now that I've been reminded I can pick fantasy animals too.
Oh god.
Centaur.
No, that's actually the sound, actually, now that I think about it. There we go. Wait, centaurs are just people. Hold on.
Centaurs are just humans, yes.
Wait.
That was a
Actually,
good
what's the
one.
ruling on that, actually?
It's a human.
So therefore I don't have to make a noise, question mark?
You made and that's pretty accurate.
You felt
I mean,
compelled
yeah,
to make a noise.
I
anyway,
guess,
it seemed.
sure.
Were there any other questions since we were doing a round of asking? I want to give people their turn.
Would like to ask. Nalav.
Hey.
Why specifically is Doran so important to you?
What is this?
I think that is a question that should be answered more privately, between you and me.
I'm happy to step away from the group.
Yeah, you guys can step away.
Yeah,
Where
The
are you
others
headed?
are not hearing this conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
are you headed into the cart? Are you headed?
Yeah,
like...
we're going to the cart.
Okay,
Hell
Come to the
yeah.
cart.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's a very low ceiling, by the way. You're gonna like possibly bump your head on the way in.
Yes, I will crouch walk in.
Yeah, this is Panku sized. The inside of this cart is jam packed. Like, there's a small bed in the back and like various other things, but like picture like knick-knack chaos up the wazoo.
Yeah, there's like scrolls and rocks and like random stuff that appears to be junk, but it's special to me. Like, you know, it's like a hoarder's little house.
But Panku sized.
Yes.
This is quite an intriguing look at someone, I think.
So to be honest with you, I have been looking for Doran for a very long time. I have not heard from them in a long time, and I may or may not have sent chatter to your group specifically, because I
see.
saw your tattoo.
I understand. I thought so. Why are you looking for him?
It is simply because I can't find them. I care very deeply about them, and they've just seemed to have vanished.
I've noticed that too. I fear that's why Jay is still around.
Yeah, I've been searching for him for almost a year.
That puts it about the time I stopped looking.
Anyways, I just it's not something I'm very comfortable saying around most people, but between you and me, you seem to have a connection, and I felt that connection. And
It's quite significant, yes.
yes. Anyways, we
Oh.
can go back to the others now if you
Of
like, or
course.
if you had anything else to ask. I just
Probably not, unfortunately.
okay.
But I appreciate this.
Be careful getting out of the cart. The ceiling's really low.
Thank you. I'll watch my head.
Can we have had a quick conversation in the meantime?
Yeah, go for it.
Is anyone else kind of hungry?
I did leave my popcorn there.
A little
Nice.
bit.
Because we didn't have lunch, did we?
Now that you
We
mention
did
it.
have plenty of liquid bread.
I'm so hungry I could eat an owlbear.
A what?
Oh, fuck.
Oh my gosh. That's a real thing?
Yeah.
While we're in the cart, I'm gonna ask, did you hear something?
That sounded like Varas.
Please tell me
How
it's
long
almost
is
been an hour.
left on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're approaching an hour. You're getting there.
Soon.
Nothing. Fuck.
Speaking of soon.
Anyone else like calamari?
Duck.
Wah, wah.
How the fuck do you do calamari? You're so evil.
No, calamari's a dish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not
It's
Yeah,
squid.
calamari's a
Squid,
dish,
but
therefore
dead.
not a
Squid.
food. Yeah, it's not. It's a food. It's not an
Mhm.
animal.
Yeah, we were progressing there. We were getting there.
Yeah. Clearly.
That's what
Also,
was
I
about
said
to
squid.
happen.
Have fun with that.
Wait, you're
I'm
not
gonna
back,
keep it.
are you?
Not yet. You guys are having a side conversation.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
yell
say.
it.
Actually, yeah, important ruling, real quick. Does the context of the name of the animal have to be the actual, like, used as the animal, or do homonyms count?
Oh lord.
I would assume hominins count.
Yeah, I think they do.
Okay, well, you owe us a B at some point.
Is that in character? Oh fuck. Okay.
Aw.
Just like retroactively, because
We'll
I'm sure.
we'll accept one buzz. There's probably too many bees for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not fucking keeping track of the bees. That's too difficult.
that's fair.
I think I've taken my notes, so I'm good whenever.
Okay, yeah, we could move on. I just wanted to mess with Yuri with the owlbear thing.
Yeah,
Cruel and
Wait, what?
unusual punishment.
The
And that
two
one
of
was
them,
out of
the two of them,
character,
as the Albert thing is wrapping up, start walking back from the cart.
Thank you.
Getting in and out of that cart looked kind of tough. I mean,
It's
Nalab's
kinda-
probably
it's
okay.
perfectly sized. I don't know.
Well, for Nalab, yeah,
I'm
that
a
makes
standard
sense.
human living in Nolan. I'm used to it by
See?
now.
I was gonna say, seems like you probably have to duck, like getting in and out.
Quack quack.
Nice.
I'm going to chuckle a little bit more.
Alwyn, you're enjoying this a little too much, I think.
But it's so much fun.
He's lucky he's still got functioning lungs.
Alwyn pulls something out of the deck that Varas can use. Surely it'll come back to bite him.
That's true.
It's probably
Surely.
true.
You make an excellent point, Jay.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
All right. From here on until your hour is up, Chef Faris, my lips are sealed.
Are they?
That was so sneaky.
That was really good.
Oh.
That was so slick.
That was really, that was smooth.
Fuck you. Fuck you. I didn't even pick up
It did-
on
it took me a
I
second.
hate you.
Mickey,
Oh.
are you more awake now?
Axbeak will kind of look over at you. Yes, I think I am quite ready.
Okay. Friends, would you like to see something?
Sure.
Technical
I'll,
questions,
I'll
but
nod
sure.
emphatically.
I'm gonna jump in my cart. Follow my cart.
Okay.
Cart will start slowly moving towards the edge of town. Varas, make me an acrobatics check.
Oh, I love acrobatics. Because I have a +4. That's a 22.
22? Alright, you don't fully fall over this time, but you kind of like have to fold in half and then pick yourself back up as your shoes are tied together again.
Oh my god. I go to untie and retie my shoes. Are they there? Who knows?
They're still there.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, you guys
I
can
look
follow
at
the
Varus
cart.
quizzically.
I just wanted to show you guys the view. This is a really pretty place.
Oh,
This edge of town. There's a do you want to describe it, Ella?
Yeah. So as you guys walk up to the edge of town, you see what appears to be a very big, sprawling lake. You guys know this isn't actually like the ocean, but it's a lake that sort of feeds off into the ocean. That's sort of south of where you guys are now. And the sun is setting on the far side of the lake. You get a pretty good view of the sunset, actually, despite the towering trees there on either side of the lake. It's massive, this lake. Like, you would almost say it's an ocean if you couldn't see the trees on the very far side of the lake, just barely.
This is a very pretty view on the side of town.
I take off the glass to appreciate the sunset or whatever. Yeah.
I will
Anyways,
actually do the same.
I have to go. I have a lot of ground to cover. So I'll see you guys.
Oh, goodbye, Nilov.
Alwyn will
Good luck in
reluctantly.
your trip.
Alwyn will reluctantly break his promise to Varas to say goodbye to Nilov. It was nice meeting you, Chef Nilov. Thank you for everything.
Appreciate it, and good luck on your search.
All right, Kiki, let's go.
I'll wave.
Yeah.
Kiki is going to start walking directly into the lake.
Oh.
And the cart is going to follow Kiki directly into the lake.
Alrighty
I
then.
expect nothing less.
This is important. Did Nilov wave back?
I did wave back.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys
Another
watch.
one.
You guys watch as the cart fully descends into the lake until you can no longer see it under the surface.
And I'm going like full speed too. Like we're
yeah.
going fast. We are going into the lake.
As fast as
Whoa.
water will allow you.
Nice.
And then you're there, standing at the edge of a lake.
Sorry, Varas. I felt like sorry for breaking my promise, but yeah, I felt like it'd be rude not to say goodbye to Nilov.
You're fine, as long as you stop naming animals, Jesus.
Alright, I'll stop badgering you.
I fucking hate you. I don't even know what that... There we go.
Nice.
Alright, you guys find yourselves, at the edge of town.
Well, did we want to head in for the night, or perhaps get some shopping done? It's been quite an eventful evening.
Do we need anything?
I mean, I'd like to find a jeweler's if we can, but...
Oh, yeah. I suppose we gotta get those glasses polished.
Yeah.
I would also like to look at the jeweler shop if we could.
Sure. You guys can head back into town to take a look for a jeweler's shop. Are you guys asking someone? Are you just kind of looking around for a jeweler's stand? What are you looking for?
I'm gonna start by looking around, but, like, stay within proximity of the group.
Those who are just looking around, make me a perception check. Varas at disadvantage.
Nope, I took the glass off of the sunset.
That is true.
Oh, true.
Fuck you.
Damn.
That is a 21, I believe. What's my perception? I need to double check. Oh, never mind. That is an 18. I got my things mixed up.
15.
11.
I'm sorry, perception?
Yes.
15.
6.
6. All right, anyone with a 15 or higher. You guys do see a stand that appears to be sort of in front of a small shop that does seem to be selling jewelry. There's a young fae girl who's sort of running the stand. You have no idea how old she is, but she seems to be, like, sort of half-heartedly putting stuff away, but not quite yet. Like, she's getting ready to shut down, but it hasn't, like, hit the actual hour yet.
Hi. Sorry to bother you. Can I have a moment of your time?
Oh, hello, sure.
My
Are you looking for a jewelry piece?
My headphones died.
Oh. Should we wait, or...
You can go ahead, it should be okay.
Well, first of all, my name's Varas. It's very nice to meet you. May I inquire as to yours? Since that seems to be a thing this group sucks at, myself included.
Hey, I asked Nilov their name this time, guys. You should be...
Hello?
No offense,
Oh,
but I am
no.
not going to trade you my name.
Trade?
You asked for my name. I'm not going to trade you my name. But if
may-
you're here to inquire about jewelry, you may feel free.
Okay, sure, So I have these glasses. They're magical, but they need a good polish, especially in the lens. Would you be able to perhaps do that without removing any magic imbued within them?
May I take a look at them?
Of course. I hand over the glasses.
Okay. She'll hold them up to the light and she'll like sort of take a look at them. She'll pull out what looks to be a jeweler's eyepiece and she'll kind of stare at them. I'm sorry, this is beyond my capabilities.
I figured. Not anything against you, of course.
You're probably looking for someone in the capital. This will be fairly high price, probably, if you wish to keep the magic intact.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, thank you for your time. And I'll take the glasses back.
No problem.
Yeah, and then I head back towards the group, I suppose.
What did they say?
It's beyond their capabilities, unfortunately. I guess I need to find someone in the capital, or so they say. The weirdest thing, though, I tried to ask for their name, and they said something about trading. It was really weird. I don't know. Maybe that's normal here.
I suppose they
Well-
don't use regular money here.
They don't. They also exchange information.
We did have spend with Alwyn's memory to purchase the ale.
We
Perhaps
also
they misunderstood.
never asked the barkeep's name, might I remind you. This is commonplace.
Wait, so is what Varas just did kind of rude?
I wouldn't say unexpected for outsiders.
Okay, well, at least there's that.
Oh shit, this disguise is worthless then.
You might actually be getting along better and known as a changeling, by the way.
Out of character, I know this.
I'm aware.
Kruu, were you also
But also-
looking to talk to the jeweler or no?
Yes, I wanted to see what shiny rocks they might be selling.
Sure. She's still there.
Here's good. Well met.
Speaking of people needing rocks.
Oh, well met. How may I help you today?
I was looking to see what gems you might have for sale.
Oh, we have several varieties of gemstone. I think we have a particularly large amount of rubies and emeralds nowadays.
How much for a ruby?
We might have some pearls. Depends on what size of ruby you're looking for. Are you looking for something small, larger?
Let's say medium-sized. Enough to fit in the palm of my hand.
Palm of your hand. Give me a moment. She'll walk into the store behind her, and she'll come back in a couple minutes with, like, a small sort of oval ruby. Pretty well kept, actually. That is about the size of the palm of her hand.
How much would you want for this?
I will take a future memory from you from this.
Okay, deal.
The rest of us in earshot?
Good question.
Yeah, I think you're all in earshot.
What does that mean? Future
How is a
memory.
future memory?
kind of
How can
memory
you
would
take
you
one
like?
now?
I
Yeah.
will take whichever memory I choose.
Oh, dear.
my.
What could go wrong? Sounds like a deal.
Okay. She will reach behind your left ear and she will pull out what appears to be like a ghostly, ethereal purple strand. And she'll pocket it and she will hand you the palm-sized ruby.
Thank you.
That's gonna bite us in the ass so fucking hard.
I'm still waiting, Varas.
Oh wait, what did you say?
Oh dear.
Look at this cool dog I just got, guys.
Fuck me.
Sorry, it's too much fun.
Surely it's been an hour by now, DM.
This is the last one?
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Fuck. I should know what a deer sounds like. There we go.
Did you forget the chef on that chef Varas there?
Oh! Get
I didn't.
fucking
That is out
it.
of character because Varas is supposed to compulsively reply.
Fine.
I did forget one earlier, though. Actually, so fair enough. I'm
You
just
owe me a
noticing.
Chef Varas.
I got you in the future.
Damn.
I was holding on to that.
It's
Oh,
like
I
a
got you.
future
memory.
memory.
Yeah.
Damn.
Segue. All right, let's.
Okay.
Well, I hope that's not problematic later, Chef Kruu.
It shouldn't be an issue. They seemed a nice person.
Okay.
I mean, you can roll me an insight check.
Insight?
Anyone who's, looking at this jeweler.
That's a nat 20, so it's a 23.
I got a 21.
I got a 9.
They are a fae. You just traded them something of very high value. They will take whatever they find most valuable from your future memories.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, if Krew's never aware of what they took, then...
So
Huh.
much the better. Like,
Well, it'll
nice
only be a
one.
problem if it's, it'll be a problem if it's something that we needed them to know. But
That's a future Kruu problem.
this is true.
Indeed.
Like, just objectively. Yeah.
Interesting.
Concern is it's also a future us problem.
Yeah. I'm also kind of debating looking around.
Yeah, you can look around.
I'm still trying to find a magical pendant.
Aiden, roll me a history check.
Oh no. Hang
Mm-hmm.
on. Oh, 18.
18.
Ooh.
You know that you're on your way to Sealand, which has the biggest known magical marketplace in the world. If you're looking for a magical pendant, you'll find it there.
That is a fair point. I will just hold off then.
What time is it now, probably? The sun's set, right?
Yeah, the sun has since set. Stars are starting to poke out, so I would say, approaching probably the equivalent of like 8 or 9.
Should we head back to the tavern
Seems
for
like-
some food? And
I was
to
gonna
get
say,
some
seems like we
rooms?
should maybe get
We
some
should get some
food and
food
rooms. I wonder
together.
how many times I have to smell grass to pay for stuff.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, you guys can head back to the tavern.
Yeah.
There's that big sign hanging up
Is
there.
there any
Mel's
grass on the
Inn.
way?
Yeah, there's some grass on the ground. I mean, most of these roads are not paved.
I'd like to
particularly well.
stop and smell the grass.
Okay, you can stop and smell the grass.
Okay, thank you.
And Vanya just kind of looks at him funny.
Mm.
All right, you guys can head inside. It's not quite as busy, but it's still fairly crowded. You'd think about like a fourth of the crowd or so has filtered out.
Is there tables then available?
Yeah, there's a couple open tables if you want to sit.
Yeah.
As far as still have the mug, both mugs.
Yeah, you guys,
We should
unless
return
you did
our
anything with
mugs.
them, you all still have your mugs.
Okay,
No,
cool.
I kept hold of mine.
I also kept mine.
You
Hooray!
guys can come back and sit at a table.
We didn't rob this guy. Excellent.
A young fae will fly over to you. Welcome to the Merlin. How may I help you?
I think would like some dinner, and we would like 3 rooms? ?
Yes.
All right. For the dinner, I would like a memory of a taste of something sweet, please.
Of course.
May I take it from each of you, if you don't mind?
Sure.
Of course.
Okay. She will reach behind each of your ears and pull out that sliver of memory, put it in her pocket. And for a stay at the inn, from 3 of you, I would like the memory of a dream already forgotten.
How does that even?
Okay.
Well, if I can't
well,
remember it anyway,
Sure.
no problem parting with it.
Sure.
Who will be paying?
I mean, I'll
Sure,
have my
yeah,
own room, so
I can as well.
Well, I think it's 1 For
I thought she said one.
3 rooms. So
3 people.
okay, 3 people. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm in then.
Okay.
Okay. She'll reach behind the 3 of your ears, and she will pull out that silver strand and put it in her pocket. All right, I'll go grab your keys. And if there's anything in particular you'd like to order, feel free.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, she's going to place down what appears to be like a fancy looking silver pen in front of you guys, and she is going to walk away. I say walk, she's gonna fly away.
Ooh, cool.
Anyone who wants to can make me an Arcana check, or for Aiden and Vanya, you can make me a History.
Oh, a 6.
Or whatever's better.
Still a 6.
Dirty 20.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I got a 7.
I got a 2.
Nice.
I'm only allowed to perceive today, nothing else.
Okay. Vanya, you know this is not like fully commonplace, but it is, relatively commonly used. This is a pen where you basically write what you'd like to order in the air, and it will appear in front of you from the kitchen.
Whoa.
Okay, so I take the pen first, and I write, like, the equivalent of, like, a steak dinner.
Yeah. You can write that in the air, and it'll give you, like, a little flash to acknowledge that it's, like, been received, and you know that the food will appear in front of you once it's done.
Oh, cool.
Here you go. Who's next?
What did that do?
They're making my dinner now.
You just write what you want?
In the air, yeah.
Can I write anything?
Be reasonable.
What does
We're
that
only in a
mean?
small town, not the capital.
I was just curious.
What does that mean?
Like, I don't know. What if I wrote a hot tub?
No. It's
Oh,
dinner.
okay.
You cannot eat a hot tub for dinner.
Okay, well then what if I wrote, I don't know, a whole cow?
No?
Mind I remind you, Alwyn, travelers aren't super welcomed in these parts recently.
I'm not saying I'm going to, I was just asking.
Can someone
Just
other
a
than Alwyn take this
suggestion.
for now?
Are you sure I can't have it?
You're scaring me.
Okay. Petulant child sulking.
Anyone? I'm holding the pen out.
I'll take it and write essentially the equivalent of the signature bread of the area.
Okay, yeah.
Kruu will smile and nod.
Yeah. And then I put like a ×2 next to it to add Krus on.
Smart.
Can I have it
Varas?
now?
Sorry, I've been completely checked out. What's up?
Dinner.
I hand you the pen of ordering.
I've been checked out for a while.
You just write in the air and then there make your dinner.
Oh, sick. I order chicken.
Nice.
Okay.
Please tell me you just wrote the word chicken
Yeah.
and just hope that, okay.
Chicken.
What is that? That sounds.
I hope
good.
it's a live chicken. I don't think it will be, but I hope it
Kruu,
is.
One day we'll explain chicken to you.
Okay, I trust you guys.
More racial insensitivity in my D&D campaign.
Can I have it now?
Yeah.
What are you writing?
That's for me to know and you to find out.
Wait, what are you writing?
Don't worry about it.
Owen, remember, you are an outsider.
I just want to use the pen. It looks cool.
Okay.
Sensibility, please.
I'll take the pen and I'll write exactly what Vanya wrote and then say, see, told you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, has Vanya stopped paying attention yet?
No.
Let me know if you do.
Aiden is actively sweating.
You
Can I-
can,
I
you
am
can
waiting
roll
to
me, like,
take
a
the
sleight
pin
of
back.
hand.
I like have my hand out, like I am waiting.
Actually, yeah. Can I like? Can I
roll
like?
me a stealth or a
Hand
sleight
under
of
the
hand if you
table.
want to write something else. Yeah.
I do. Hold on. I gotta check my bonus on that.
And yes, since you're actively trying to look for this, make me a perception.
Can I as well?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Natural 20.
God damn it.
That is a
Fun police.
19, so it's a dirty 20.
I
Okay, the
got
natural 20 will, but what did you actually roll,
I
Pyro?
got 22.
Okay, so Vanya, you don't see it, but Aiden does.
Wait, I don't? Because
Damn
I got
it.
a dirty 20.
What did I see?
Wait, I also had 20, though.
Owen's stealth roll
Yeah,
is
that's
Natural
fine.
20 is a
22.
crit. It will always work.
Oh.
Pyro rolled a 22 with his ability
Oh.
modifiers.
Yes. Because I also rolled base 19, but I have a +3.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just see me kind of under the table. It's going to be kind of ugly, I guess, if it's under the table and I'm not really looking at it. But just for the sake of experimentation, Alwyn's going to write 30 loaves of bread. Just to see if they'll do it.
They probably would.
Okay.
I guess we'll
Aiden
find out,
will
because I
not
wrote it.
Slap Alwyn for that one. We'll probably be fine.
And then I'll hand the pen to Vanya and casually whistle.
What did you do?
Pardon?
What did you do?
What do you mean?
Don't lie to me right now.
I'm not sure what you're asking.
You did something. You would not be whistling like that if you did not do
I
something. Tell me what
wrote
you
my
did.
Order. I wrote my order.
And what did you order? Because you ordered something over the table and you did something under the table. You did not
Trust
hand
me,
me the...
Vanya. You'll find out, but it's okay.
See, Aiden says it's fine.
So you guys are debating this. You hear like 3 little pops. And then all of the food suddenly appears before you. And between Vanya and Alwyn, who I'm going to say for the sake of it are sitting on opposite sides of the table, is a massive stack of bread that's just piled up so you can no longer see each other.
Whoa.
Convenient.
They did it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This is amazing.
For those of you who ordered like a bread loaf, they're very nice, still warm elven bread loaves. This is like unlike anything you've probably ever had before, Kruu. Varas, you do not get a live chicken. You get
Thank
like a
God.
very nice like rosemary crusted chicken.
Yum.
And then everyone who ordered steak gets like a very nice like medium steak.
Hooray. I like that, but I like my bread tower more.
It
Awesome.
really is a bread tower. As this appears, you do get some looks.
Hey, anyone want some bread?
Me.
Thankfully, at least we can stack up now. Stock
You're
up
welcome
now.
to it.
Words. And I figured this was at least somewhat acceptable in the town of festivities.
I'll just start happily eating my steak and some bread.
Mirabelle's gonna poke out from behind your hair and go, Can I have some bread?
Can Mirabelle have a piece?
Of course.
What?
There's plenty for everybody.
I'm
I
beside
couldn't
you.
quite hear you. I thought I was opposite on the table.
Yeah, you're opposite.
Oh,
The bread is in between you.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a little hard to hear you past all the bread.
This is stacked. You know what? For the memes, this is stacked like Jenga. If you want to try and pull out a bread from the middle.
I just take a piece off the top.
I would like to attempt to pull my first piece of bread from generally the middle.
Okay.
It will be a middle piece. but,
Roll
like,
me a sleight of hand check.
Alright. That is a 15.
Yeah, you're fine. You can pull out a bread so you can see Vanya across the table through the bread
Excellent.
tower.
And I
I'll wave.
already grabbed a piece off the top.
I'll wave through the bread
Excellent.
tower.
I just kind of glare at him.
Kruu is gonna.
I am not
bread from
waving
the
back.
top.
Yeah, those who are
Oh.
taking from the top can just take bread from the top.
Yeah,
I am
I'll
munching
take
and
from the
very
top.
happy.
Varas is gonna
Happy
head over
munches.
to the bar and order 5 glasses of ale.
Okay, yeah. You can order 5 glasses of ale. The man will kind of look at you who's working at the bar, realize that you've already like paid for food, and will just bring you them.
Like,
Oh, thanks, Varas.
who said these were for you guys?
Pardon, Chef Varas. My bad.
Anyway, my point stands. Who said these were for you guys? I
They were
apparently
for
have.
you.
I
Well,
apparently have
I-
a sibling out there somewhere, according to that Penku. So yes, they're all for me.
Good luck with that.
And Varus just
Wait.
starts chugging.
Alwyn simply does not believe that Varas will stay conscious long enough to drink all 5.
Hey, Varas.
I'm already too deep, so I will roll as make on saving throws or
Varas,
whatever.
I have a
need
question.
To. Varus wipes their mouth. Yeah, what's up?
Did you tell us, like, how you knew Jay other than being your best friend?
I mean, we met when I was a kid. I never really, saw him, but he was just there, I don't know. What do you want me to say?
I was a ghost when I met Varas.
Exactly.
Jay, I have a question for you.
Sure.
What did Noav mean by the game with your sibling?
Roll me a history, Vanya.
18?
Noaf said that was Jay's condition.
No, I meant, like, because she said specifically he did that, and then she said something about the playing hide and seek instead.
And, like, colliding with and whatnot.
Yeah. Nalav said, and you recall, did you meet your condition yet? Did you meet your sibling? Have you tried colliding with them? Have you tried playing hide and seek with them?
Jay, who is your sibling?
Jay opens their mouth to try and speak, and not that you can see this, but Aiden and Varas, you now can if you're wearing the glasses, nothing comes out. And then they pause, and they try again, and they don't see anything, like, nothing comes out again, and they go, apparently I'm not allowed to say.
Hmm.
I'm not allowed to tell you my condition either, but it doesn't stop anyone outside of me from saying so if they know it. Aiden, you know that's common occurrence with spirits.
Yes.
Hey,
I think I know what you're getting at, and Varus is already, like, halfway through their second drink. But, like, Jay and I played plenty when I was a kid. I'm sure we played hide and seek before.
Jay? Wait, is that... It's so quiet.
You said something, you cut out.
I just
said
said
Jay?
I just said Jay, and I was waiting because it was so silent. I didn't know.
Oh, it sounded like the start of a sentence.
No, I just said Jay like that. Yeah. Jay is...
If we did play hide and seek, I don't remember, but I suppose we could have. We've definitely played tag and pulled a lot of pranks.
True.
Sorry, we need to pause for a moment before I ask my next question, because Funky Town is playing and I can't.
Okay, well, before you ask your next question then. And I mean, if you think about it, the last, 10 years Jay has been hiding from me. Unintentionally, but
Hey, Jay.
I don't know if that counts.
I know it wouldn't let you say who your sibling was, but if I ask you a name, do you think you could say yes or no?
No, it won't let me do that either.
Well, how do you know that? We haven't tried that.
It's anything that has to do with my condition.
But you said you already met your condition.
I did meet my condition. But when I meet my condition, I'm supposed to have moved on already, and, well, I didn't. So the world just kind of says no whenever I talk about it.
Okay.
Yes, it's...
That doesn't make
difficult.
any sense then.
I wish I could make sense of it too, Vanya.
Then saying the name, that makes sense, but just like nodding does not make sense to me.
Oh, I've tried something like that too before, or at least I kind of did on my own accord, and then I've heard of other spirits who have. Apparently, you just go rigid like a plank if you try to, like, signal to people.
Interesting.
Can I test this?
If you want to.
Is Varas your sibling?
Jay just says nothing. He also does not move, not that you can see that.
Is he moving?
No,
No.
he's not moving.
No.
Jay is not moving.
I'm taking that as a yes.
He's just kind of floating there.
Well,
I think the whole point is not an answer.
yeah.
I'm taking it as a yes, guys.
I think I would know.
Can you try to collide right now, Jay?
I can't collide with anything. I just kind of go through things.
We'll try it right now. Show me. Can I borrow the glasses, please? I need to see this for research, Varas. I'll give you... You can have my drink.
Oh, okay, fine. Varas was... that's all it took to convince Varas.
Okay, I have the glasses now.
Tonight.
Okay,
You
collide
can see
right
a
now.
blurry version of Jay with his postman hat. He's gonna fly halfway through the table, through the bread tower, and, like, through Varas. And then to the other side, and he's gonna, like, pretend to stick the landing and do, like, a gymnastics, like, throw your hands in the air and then bow.
That's a nice hat, by the way.
Thank you, it's excellent. But yeah, I can't collide with anything.
Then how are you supposed to collide with your sibling?
I assume that
I mean-
sibling would also need to be dead.
I just needed...
And he goes silent again.
Okay, yeah, you can't answer me, whatever. I'm confused how you're supposed to collide with something if you just go through it. It's... The mechanics of all of this don't make sense.
At this point, Varas is through that drink 5th total. When do I need to stop rolling con check?
Now. Now, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Like, what is my con saving?
Vanya, is now a good time to remind you that Kruu eats rocks?
What?
That's a
you
15.
seem to be getting worried about the logistics behind things and them making sense.
Physically, the physical world is different than whatever... I don't know. What do I call this world? And I'm looking at Aiden now, confused. I don't know.
General
Isn't it
term,
Terran or
the
something?
spirit
Ritual.
realm.
It's different, Alwyn.
I would think things would have to make even less sense there than they do here.
Yeah, I'll be
If
honest though, Kruu.
We had a check
I'm
going on.
speaking to
just
you through the hole in the bread, by the way.
What did you
That
say,
was a roll.
15?
15, yeah.
You're drunk, but you're fine.
Sick.
I like vividly remember last time you like fell over, right? Or was it Kruu?
It was me.
Oh,
Kruu.
Kruu.
It was
I just
Kruu.
remember carrying someone because they did
Then
not
we-
pass.
And we bruised his ankles on the stairs.
Yeah, Alwyn can't
Let me
carry
know when you
shit.
finish your next one, Varas.
We
Will do.
collectively bruised his ankles on the
I'm
stairs
not
as a group.
convinced. Aiden, do you know anything about Jay's sibling?
No, nothing. Unfortunately.
Fine.
They could be your sibling. They could be your sibling.
Chef Varas, you should have a piece of bread.
I just push the bread out of, like, I'm assuming Alwyn's, like, trying to hand me a piece of bread, I just push it. And I was like, it's fine, I would know if my best friend was my bro, you know? I mean, he is my bro, but he's not my bro, you know? Varas starts drinking from the 4th.
I don't think you would know right in this moment. But also, you didn't know before today that you had a sibling, hypothetically.
Should
Because I don't.
we take the last one of those away from him?
No, it's fine.
Or from them?
It's fine.
Varas,
Let Varas
make
have
me a
it.
Constitution saving throw.
19.
Yeah.
They found out they found out they
Still
had a
drunk,
sibling
still
today. Just leave them alone.
Okay,
You know?
but like, how long before we're encroaching on alcohol poisoning?
They're probably
Oh,
fine. We just won't let them buy anymore.
Let me tell you something, you silly little
Wait, do I still have that
what you
prepped?
call it.
Hold on.
I
Hold
think,
on. I do. Hold on.
despite you fucking with me earlier, I think you're a pretty cool guy. And I'm sorry for trying to take the billowing cloak.
Oh, no worries. I forgive you. It's okay.
It's just... It's just that when it's a long story. Yeah, it's another turn.
I'm gonna take the glasses off, but I'm still staring at where Jay was, with like my eyes kind of squinted, like I'm thinking really hard.
Aiden, Jay moved to like the opposite side of where Vanya's staring.
Nice. I don't tell her. I find this funny.
He starts snickering.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing, Jay?
Because I'm over here now.
I quickly put the glasses back on, and then I glare at him as I take them off so he can see my eyes.
Ghost joke.
You're really funny, Jay. I like you a lot. You know, there's a reason you're my best friend.
Yeah, because you're siblings.
He's not my sibling.
Are
you finishing
you
that glass?
I'm like almost done with this glass, yeah.
Are you sure though?
There's a very
pretty-
slim likelihood. As much as I can't confirm or deny.
Exactly,
I
this
don't
guy
think
gets
there's
it.
great I don't think there's great odds.
I'm not convinced.
Well, actually, Jay, you can answer this. I think I've already asked you a long time ago, but I don't remember. You're a human, right?
Jay opens his mouth to try and speak, and nothing comes out.
I take the silence as it being what it is, as opposed to Jay ignoring me because I can't see him right now.
Yeah, only Aiden can see this.
Because it's silent and no answer, I put the glasses back on and look.
Jay is now floating around like normal.
Jay, are you going to answer?
No.
No.
What do you mean?
I mean, no.
So you're
Varas, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Thick.
so you're not a human?
Another 19!
Oh my god.
Heck? Okay. You are incredibly drunk.
Hell yeah.
So you're not a human?
Varas. Jay is gonna just fly over to the other side of Aiden and start like examining something very carefully on the ceiling.
At this point, he's not even trying to answer. Anyway.
Jay?
He is going to go fly through the ceiling.
So he's not a human. That's the answer. So he's not.
He's just sick of you harassing him over it.
No, he didn't answer you either.
I was gonna say, maybe he's
He
just tired
probably
of you asking
couldn't.
questions you can't answer.
No, because Varas said specifically this is one you could answer because it shouldn't have anything to do with the... Wait, what was the word?
I said
The condition.
that
Condition.
I've probably asked this before, but I don't remember. There's a difference.
Also, technically, it would have something to do with the condition because it would inform the
So his
potential
sibling might be.
siblings. Yeah.
Which is what you're trying to do, but he's not my damn...
You don't know that.
By the way, 4 room keys are gonna pop up in front of you guys. Sorry, 3, and then the key is gonna, or not the key, the pen is going to disappear.
Aww.
I'm gonna, instead
excellent.
of starting my 5th drink, I'm gonna stop munching into the chicken because I'm really hungry now.
Yeah, any plates you guys have finished are also going to disappear. And glasses as well.
Hey, Kruu, how much space is in your bag?
Plenty.
We have a lot of bread.
How much do we have? How much bread do we have?
An approximation of about 26 loaves.
Yes.
How many can I fit in my bag?
All of them. You have a bag of holding.
Oh,
Nice.
Wait,
Hey,
doesn't
Kruu has
Varus-
a bag of holding?
Varus
I
has-
thought Varus
I
had
have the bag of holding.
That's filled
Yeah, I
with
have the
bones.
bag.
How
No,
many you
my
can
bag
fit
of
in
holding
a
is filled with
normal
fish.
bag? I'd say like 4. If you want to use Varus's bag of holding, many.
Varus, could I trouble you to store this bread for me for later times?
Only if I can make a fish sandwich in the morning.
Of course, it's for all of us.
Sure then, you're on. I just
Alright.
stopped putting bread in the bag of holding.
You
Thank
have
you,
26
Varus.
loaves of bread in your bag of holding.
Hold on.
Fuck.
How is Varus storing how is Varus grabbing aforementioned bread? I feel this is important.
Oh, yeah, you know,
Given that
the
it's a Jenga
tower's
tower of
collapsing.
bread.
I'm drunk, the Jenga tower's collapsing, I'm not even gonna bother rolling for that shit.
Never.
Well, I mean, Ellis call, right? But
Yeah, I mean, you were gonna roll at like a major disadvantage repeatedly, so yeah, it kind of collapses all over the table, but it's okay.
I was gonna say, we could just skip the
Varus
obvious
just
failure
grabs
here.
the bottom one first haphazardly, and the tower just crumbles.
Aw, bread tower.
Oops.
That's okay. It's going in the bag anyway. I'll wave at Vanya
Exactly.
again now that the tower's out of the way.
I don't
I know.
wave. No. No.
Damn. Too busy thinking of conspiracy theories.
But yeah, the keys to your rooms are in front of you. After you put all the bread in the bag, the plate will disappear.
Excellent. Should we turn in for the night?
That seems like probably a good idea, Chef Kruu.
Yeah, you guys can head upstairs. Fairly straightforward, long hallway. The keys have numbers on them. You can just like go to your sort of assigned door.
Chef Varus, do you want a hand?
You know, I kinda wanna talk with you anyway, so sure. I've just finished the 5th glass as we're doing it, so I will roll
Make
that for
another
you.
con save.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's only a 14. I have a feeling.
Yeah, you pass out on the floor.
Oh. And there they go. Well, I'd say I got this. But,
I think we're already
Alwyn kinda-
upstairs, no?
how far did we get?
Did you
anywhere.
take your glass with you?
I guess I did, yeah.
You pass out at the bottom of the stairs.
Where is everyone else at this point?
Behind.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll look down at Varus. Well, I'd say I got this, but and then I'll kind of glance at my arms. I maybe need a hand.
I can help.
I can
Hold
help
on,
as
I
well.
actually need to check something to changeling. Hold on, give me a sec. Blah, 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 blah.
Actually, yeah.
Okay, no, it's until I die. Okay, cool.
All right, and then appreciate it. So I guess we'll collective effort to get Varus up the stairs.
Yeah, those who are carrying bars, make me some strength athletics checks.
Leaf.
Oh god.
I got a 12.
Okay.
You said
Strength athletics.
same thing. Okay, 6.
Okay.
Let me help.
Who has the shoulders and who has the head?
Wait, is Kruu a part of this or no?
Kruu can help in a second.
Oh, okay.
I'm shoulders.
Your shoulders. Oh wait, so feet. That's what I meant. Words English.
I'll
Yeah.
Alwyn's
do
feet.
feet then,
Okay.
I guess, yeah.
You guys get about halfway up the stairs. Varus's feet are just literally on the staircase the whole time. Like, Alwyn, you can't even grab them / pick them up. Kruu, you can step in to help at that point.
Someone else is
Here,
waking up
I'll
with bruised ankles to borrow.
Yeah,
I'll grab one of the legs.
One leg.
Strength athletics check.
Okay. You said athletics or what?
Strength athletics. It's the same thing.
13.
13? Yeah, I mean, you can pick up the one leg and sort of help carry Varas up the stairs. Varas, you're gonna have, like, 2 bruised ankles, but one is gonna be, like, way worse than the other.
Sick. Love that.
Which leg did you take from me, Kruu? Left or right?
Right leg.
Alright. More bruised left leg.
But yeah, you guys can make it up to your rooms, dump Varas in a bed.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Always.
I really gotta stop doing that. I guess I'll see you guys in the room in a minute. I'm gonna go pick Varas's mug up off the stairs and give it back to the barkeep.
Of course.
And I'll head back down the stairs and do that real quick.
Okay. Aiden, are you assembling your circle of stones?
Yes. Rue would appreciate some stones you don't mind being out overnight.
Kruu?
I'm sorry? I spaced out. I'm sorry.
I would appreciate some stones you don't mind being out overnight.
Of course. I'll lend my bag over to you.
Hmm.
I have plenty of rocks in here you could use.
I will take myself out some rocks and make a circle around my bed.
Yeah, go for it. It doesn't have to be a particularly dense circle or anything, just as long as it's roughly a circle.
Yeah.
And you guys can all go to sleep for the night.
When I walk back in the room, I'll comment on the rocks. Nice circle.
Thanks.
And that is where we'll stop.
Okay.
Woo!
Yay!
Hurrah! Thanks, Chef Ella.
You're welcome!
Wow.
Oh
won't have to do
no,
that
are we
next
about to go
time.
back into the... Oh. We're about to move channel and you're gonna actually do that to every person. This is
Thinking about it.
objectively
I'm
hilarious.
thinking about it.
What's happening, huh?
Well, no.
Pyro's gonna stop calling people Chef Blank even out of D&D for a little while.
I might.
It was
We'll
3
see.
hours and we're only at like 2-ish.
It was 3 hours, and we're at most 2. Probably
At
less.
most.
It'll be
I
fine.
had more, by the way, Yuri, and I...
And you were the dagger into the heart, so you know.
That's true.
I'm just
Good
excited
restraint.
you guys finally found the deck.
Yes.
That reminds me.
Hey.
Just
It's
know you
so
escaped
early
more.
that Stell would be like a traveling merchant of sorts with the deck. I was so happy.
I was like thinking about where to put the deck, and I was just like, Stell, what if you have it?
Mhm.
That was
No,
perfect.
it fit perfectly.
I was
It does.
expecting a deck made out of rocks, honestly.
Fair.
Mm.
A fake out? Oh my god.